Okay, so we're gonna give away four people. We're gonna give $250 to Catherine. Who's our first person?
This is a name I have never said before. Keonardo Keon King Jr.
That's my son.
No way! Wait. What's his actual name?
We call him Keon, but it's Keonardo.
That's dope. That's like the fifth Ninja Turtle, dude.
I don't know
Keonardo?
if that's something to be proud of.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, so how old is he?
He is 28.
Bro, you just got $250. Okay. Yeah. Love that. Okay, Catherine, who's our next person?
I got a Lorelei Hahn.
Lorelei Hahn. Amazing. We got
$250 for her.
We got two more people to do. Go to subtonews.com. Anybody that subscribes to that newsletter right now, subtonews.com. Yes, you'll have to leave Instagram Live, or you can do it from your laptop, or you can have your homie do it that's sitting next to you, whatever, in your cubicle. I know neither one of you guys are working at your 9-to-5 job. You guys be working at the federal government. You ain't doing anything. We already know. So who is our number 3?
All right, pulling up. Tiffany Michelle.
Tiffany Michelle. What's her email?
Oh, totally different. ohanarei21@gmail.com.
Ohana REI. If that's your email, please. We'll just email everybody, right?
I think they're reaching out to Sarabi, right?
I mean, that's what I told him yesterday, but she got like 300 emails of people.
Oh, okay. We will change our approach and we'll email them.
Yeah, we will email you, because yesterday I gave you my team member's email, and she got like 300 emails saying, Pace gave me money on Instagram Live, and it was only 5 people, guys, not 300.
Poor Sarabi.
Okay, final person.
Anton Popoff.
Anton Popoff, be popping off with $250. We're going to be sending it over to you. Guys, we'll be doing the same thing tomorrow. We've got to jump on some calls. By the way, if you guys want to watch us make these calls today, we are live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/PaceMorby. We're making these calls live. And we will be back here tomorrow. We'll give away 4 more people that subscribe to the newsletter. And you know what we should do tomorrow? Let's name 2 people that subscribe during the day.
Okay.
Like not on the live.
Not right now, yeah.
But between now and tomorrow at 3.
Okay.
And then we'll do 2 on the live tomorrow.
Sounds great.
Give it up for Catherine, guys. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate you. Okay, guys, who's the next call? You got another call?
Yeah, I'm calling this lady right here.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Matthew was like, yo, you got a deal right here. So let's see.
Hold on, let me have that lead.
She's,
What's up, Mason? What's up, brother? Love you.
Hello.
Is this Kelly?
It is.
Hi, Kelly. It's Ingrid. My partner, Matthew, said that we are going to definitely do a deal on this property you have on Cratewood?
Crestwood.
Crestwood. Sorry. You know, they have,
Okay.
it was handwritten and it was terrible, but I'll let her know.
That's fine.
Okay, good. So tell me, what are some of your sellers' criteria so I can see if the buyers, I have 4 buyers who are like ready to buy for like a long-term scenario, and just wondering what's the criteria your seller has?
If we do like a seller financing kind of thing,
Yeah.
it's 25% down.
Okay.
Either 5.75 to 7% interest rate. Depends on, that would depend on the down payment amount. A 30-year and then a 7-year balloon.
Okay. Have you done a lot of these deals?
No.
No? Oh man, they're like my favorite deals. I'd love to show you how we do this, and maybe we do it more than once. That's cool.
Okay.
Okay, 5.75 to 7%. So I'm an investor, and of course, I'm always going to try to get the best deal for my buyers. Do you think that they would go a little bit more down on that interest rate? Because part of what I'm doing right now is I'm doing outreach to some of the agents. As you know, we're long days on market. Our average on market right now is like 80 days. So we have a lot of squirrely, people who are like, oh my gosh, is anybody going to buy my property?
Right.
And so because of that, it's a buyer's market, right? So I'm getting some pretty good interest rates. I don't think I've gone more than 5% on any of the the deals that I've been able to put together. And unfortunately, my buyers know that. So if I come back with a 5.7 to 7%, they may not go for it. But I do believe I can get you a strong down payment. Do you think that that's something your sellers would consider?
So what would the interest rate be that you would be working towards?
I think they would love like a 4.5 to 4.75, so like 4.75. I think I could sell them on that.
So 4.5 to 4.75, you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
People are being really nice right now and giving me things in the fours primarily.
Let me text my husband because it's his property. Let me text him and see if him and his partner will do it.
Okay.
I doubt it, to be just totally honest, because we've had other people say, would they come down? And he said no, just doesn't even think about it. But
Yeah.
I mean, since you're giving me an actual number, then maybe, but we'll go from there, and then I can just give you a call back or shoot you a text.
Yeah. Is this property free and clear?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Well, I also want to understand like your husband's point of view, right? Like the best I could do is make sure you guys get along with my offer, and you guys can celebrate however you want. So I just want to make sure that if you go back that like you guys want to do more business with me. But if he has maybe an underlying mortgage that won't allow him to go any further down, maybe that's why. So if I can better understand like the financial situation with the property, then maybe I can see how we can work along with it. And I'll ask my buyer for sure, like, hey, if the interest rate's just a little higher than I'm normally getting right now, would you be okay with it? But it probably means that then what money they bring to the table is also a little bit less.
Right.
With the affordability issues right now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for your reference, and if you want, this is my cell phone number. And what I do is I buy houses like this all the time, or I find buyers who really want to find houses like this, especially if they're like 1099 buyers, like people with their own businesses, or even I-10 buyers who they make plenty of money and it's verifiable, but it's such a hard thing for them to go through like a typical loan, like a bank process, right? So,
Right.
And with the buyer's market right now, that's why we're finding so many deals this way. Do you deal with any buyers like that yourself?
No, I don't really work with buyers. I only list and do the home buyers
Mm-hmm.
stuff that we purchase and keep rather than wholesale.
Oh, cool.
We'll renovate a little bit or a lot, depending on what it needs, and then we just list it, or I'll just list it.
That's awesome. Do you ever need any money to get things done like that? Because I also have a really great lending partnership.
Not really. We have some really great lenders that we work with. We also are getting to a position where we're not having to borrow as much money, so it's good too. But we have a couple hard money lenders that we really love and are really good to us, and good family friends.
Oh, good family friends, of course. And of course you want to help them make more money. That's cool.
Right.
Awesome. Well, I'm a flipper. Is there anything you need to like not want to flip and you want to send it over this way?
To be honest, the majority of the stuff we don't flip. We just wholesale it.
Well, wholesale it to me.
Husband,
Yeah. I love paying wholesalers.
Right. My husband has a few select people that he will always send first right to.
Yeah.
And if one of those 5 or 6 people, investors, don't take it, then they blast it out to everybody else on their investor list.
Got it. Okay.
So
That works. Who is your husband? I'm curious if maybe I am on that list.
Kyle Weilosh with Andrew the Home Buyer.
Oh, Andrew the home buyer? My gosh, I know the guy who actually owns it all, actually, and then he sells the franchises. That's funny. I love it. Hilarious.
Well, I actually don't think you do because my husband owns it, and he doesn't sell franchises.
That's so interesting. Cool. Would you guys know like Pace and Jamil, like those guys?
Actually, I know Pace from his wife. Laura and I are good friends, or used to be good friends when we were younger. So
Yeah.
such a small world.
It is. The investor world here in Arizona is small. Yeah, he's the guy who's taught me everything, and Jamil too, because Jamil's like the comp master, you know? So, yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
How funny. I guess I didn't put that together. I guess Pace probably put this together for everybody starting the Subto in Arizona.
Oh,
It seemed like
it's totally his fault. Yeah. Yeah.
how
I'm
cool.
sure. Are you starting to get all the phone calls too to be like, hey, will you sell this on Creative? And you're like, what the heck? I've never even had any calls like this before 2020.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple years, but to be totally honest, we don't get a lot of calls trying to do Subto deals.
Really?
So, yeah, hardly ever.
Well, then I'm happy to be in your phone and be your creative gal in case you're ever stuck on something. But because I am focused on these buyers that have this cash, I mean, honestly, I probably can work with that 5.75. But again, because I'm getting 4s, I think that that's probably the direction. But I'll still present it to them and say if they're willing to do that. And I'd love to do a deal with you.
Okay. And actually, he just texted me back. He said that's probably too low, maybe 5.5. How much would they be willing to put down? So
Perfect. Okay. Well, let me go ask them how much they're willing to be to put down, and then I'll firm it up with you, and maybe we can draw this deal up.
okay, sounds good.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate you taking the call.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I was trying.
Okay. I'm 1 minute late for my call, but I just want to highlight something. She was knocking it down. Like, we already, our LOI went out as a cash offer. She talked about seller finance. She talked about giving hard money loans, okay? The one thing that I wish you did, I was trying to nudge you, but it's so hard when you're already on the call. It's like, shut the hell up. Don't give me advice
You
while I'm
said
on
construction loan or something.
because she's doing hard money, and I think what she doesn't have as much of is gap, but
I have a buyer for this.
that's
One of those. Where are my
But
buyers?
the thing is, Andrew they have plenty of money. They don't need our money. Okay. You also talked about having buyers.
Biggest weed dealer in
Arizona. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Kyle's.
Why
Kyle's
was I
great.
thinking that
You were confusing it with Joe.
Jerry?
Buyer.
Yeah, Joe the home buyer.
Yeah.
Joe, Jerry.
And Andrew the home buyer.
Andrew.
So
Sorry, Andrew.
you knocked on 4 doors, which was awesome.
Yeah.
You did give it up for freaking Ingrid. Okay, I've got a call.
Yeah. And you're going to say hardly ever, and I think I'll finish that thought.
Dude,
Pace
seriously,
said-
I run into so many people who are like, I don't ever get Subto offers, ever. And then you got other people who are like, I got a lot of calls. You just never know.
Did Jamil do his 310?
This is cute.
Do you have a call?
I'm texting with her. You go ahead.
Okay.
We're going to run into each other for sure.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, I need to text these buyers.
This is an 830 number. Is this a different, are you guys having me call different people? Like different states? Trying to throw, this is an office number. There's no way this isn't an office number.
Hello, you've reached the number of Adela Mendoza. I cannot answer your call.
If you haven't
No, I
dialed
think-
twice, you haven't dialed
Ever.
Sorry, you're an agent, right?
Hello.
This is what we do.
Hello.
I also learned that
Hello, you've reached the number of
Adela, why are you doing this to me? So now I'm going to text her, but Adela.
It's almost like a
Should I text her and be like, I miss you? Is that too much? Do you love me? Do you want to be my friend?
Yes, I do want to see
Calling
it.
about Silva.
Will
Okay.
you text it to me?
This actually might be like the 10-minute block might be perfect because you'll have agents that just don't answer for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And we'll have a little bit of extra time. What's your name again?
40.
Katya. Katia. Really? Okay. I love
Why do you
it.
have to
Katya.
dash?
Oh, you can just put it in.
Paige, can I
Yeah,
share
okay.
with you real quick how she came in?
Yes, sir.
So when you did Prop AI the
8974.
other day, I got Prop AI,
Yeah.
the very first list. She was the very first person on the list. I called, I said, you want to sell this home? She said, yeah, I've been getting creative finance offers, but I can't get anybody to talk to me again, you know, like through the email, right? She's getting emails, but doesn't have no communication.
What house is it?
Turns out it's her own house.
Oh, it's your own house.
Yeah.
What house is
Yeah,
it?
so I'm kind of like on both sides, and I wasn't sure. I had a guess what he's calling about, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, heck, I'll talk to him
I love
just in
it.
case to make sure. And at the end of the conversation, we have different plans for the house.
Okay.
So now I'm interested.
So you're like, hey, can I come hang out for the day?
Yeah.
But
Love
she
it.
said.
You're welcome to hang out. Jamil's got a call to make.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is the problem with 10-minute calls. Just for the record, when people are like, oh, Pace likes to break down. No, I don't. I like to have a breath after a call. Uh-oh. He's going to lock up another deal.
It's still sending. Did you get it?
Hello.
Melinda.
Yes.
Hi, this is Jamil. I was texting with you about the property on Leisure World. You still
Yeah.
got some time to chat today?
Yeah, I sure do.
Okay,
Did
awesome.
you have any specific questions?
Well, I'm, looking around right now for a couple of properties to add to my portfolio, and of course, these ones on these age-restricted neighborhoods aren't the easiest to sell, but I do okay with them and renting them out. And so, I noticed this is on the market now like 92 days, and I'm just wondering what your guys' plan is. The market's just getting sleepier and sleepier, and I thought perhaps you guys may entertain an offer where we get a little creative on how I take it down.
Can you tell me what that entails?
Yeah, of course. So I buy a number of properties using a process called subject to. So I would just take over the existing loan that's on the property, and then of course come to.
There is no loan.
There's no loan. Okay, so would your sellers be open to like an owner financing situation where, say I come in with a nice down payment, we structure a good monthly cash flow for them, they turn into the lender. For somebody that is free and clear on a house, if they're planning on selling this, there's a good chance they're going to have a taxable event depending on where they entered this property price-wise. And so this helps them defer capital gains. A lot of people use this as owner financing as a strategy to mitigate tax, to make sure
I
that
think they've owned it for 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a capital gains on that.
Okay. Either way, though, I mean, it may be a good solution for them if they're looking for like a nice annuity every month.
So how much down are you talking?
I would want to really look at the numbers closer and come take a look at the property and get into that without just giving you a BS number. I want to dive into it, but if they're open to it, then I can sharpen my pencil and come up with something that I think could be a win-win for them, myself, and of course I would, I don't know what your commission structure is with them, but I'd be happy to compensate you in addition to whatever they're paying you too.
Okay. I guess I kind of need to have an example to give them. because
Okay. Well, let's
if
say
they don't understand
let's say I came in with
how it works.
with
yeah.
like $40K down, or $50,000 down, something like that, right? I came in with $50,000 down. We agree on a price, and it just essentially we record a mortgage. They're the lien holder, or they're the bank, and I would just make monthly payments to
Sure.
them.
Okay. Yeah. I think that let me present it and then see what we can do.
Okay.
Sounds like a good start, though.
I think that would be a great start. So I appreciate the opportunity and your willingness to work on it. So why don't I diarize to call you back tomorrow?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
So,
good.
and if you have any
Actually,
questions,
Thursday.
Thursday's better? No problem.
Tomorrow I'm tied up. Yeah.
No worries. Thursday we'll do it around the same time. Real quick before I let you go, it sounds like you're busy and I don't want to keep you too long, but do you have anything else I can look at before Thursday so I can, have a lot of opportunities to talk to you about when we talk again?
No, I don't.
This the only one? Well, then let's make this one happen. I'll call you Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
If you have any questions between now and then, like that they have, text me and I'm happy to answer.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
You talk Subto? No go?
No go.
Hey, it's paid off, free and clear?
Owner finance.
Owner finance?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, do you have any other houses? Do you have any other houses we could look at, right? She also, do you think she's getting creative offers? No possible
no
way.
chance, because she didn't even know what I was talking
Right.
about. Yeah. Yeah. Now, what I liked about it, and maybe you guys could help me out, because of course I don't make these kinds of offers as often as you.
Yeah.
On an owner finance situation, 10% down is still great.
No.
I'd want to go lower.
I always make a joke at the beginning when somebody's
Yeah.
like, well, what kind of money down? I go, well, in our mind, we want to do 0 down, but that's obviously
Sure.
not going to work for your seller.
Yeah.
What would work? And I turn the
it's
question
kinda
around back to
anchor.
them.
Got it.
Anchor of 0.
Anchor to 0 and then inch up from there. So
Yeah.
I kind of shot my shot a little
did
too
great.
early there.
No, you
With
did-
like by saying 40,000 down kind of.
Not really. I mean, if you really think about it, you're just throwing out a hypothetical to
Yeah.
keep the conversation going of like a legit number.
But
Go
even
ahead.
that number could work if it's 0 interest.
Yeah.
So if it's 0 interest and you have a low payment,
Yeah.
like the way that we incorporate a finance down payment, it's like for every $10,000 is $100. So if it's 30,000, that's $300 on top of whatever that.
Who's got
payment
Who's
is.
got the next call? You?
Do I? I only have one paper. I'm missing my other paper. Did
You know what?
steal
Because
it?
these are my leads now, sucker.
Sabotage! He sabotaged me
Who on my
again.
team's gonna
Text it to you, Ingrid.
Why
keep us
is only
in-
the girl
in
getting
conversation with
sabotaged?
her,
I'm saying.
Melinda?
Because we
Okay.
need to demoralize you to so we can keep up.
That's her number. Send her a
Okay,
text.
sorry, I'm
We just
actually
spoke
even
to
doing the
Mike
deal
about
while we're
it.
texting, you know what I'm saying?
You know what my next call
If you
is?
have
What?
any questions,
A laundromat.
send us a message.
No.
and we'll chat with you on Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the one on Ray and... I don't know a lot of laundromats. I only know one. Santa Margarita. Yo, why would you name your kid like this?
What is it?
Hello, you're Richard Johnson.
Richard Johnson. Sorry, I'm 14 years old in my head all day.
Are you from Ukraine or Russia? Where are you from?
Yes.
Do you get that joke?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have just a few guesses.
Okay.
Oh, everything's a
You're
penis
probably
joke.
right.
It's,
I figured
This is why Pace says I'm his brother. I'm a 14-year-old boy in my head. Yeah. Well, yeah, if they don't answer.
Dick Johnson?
Hello, you're Richard Johnson.
I thought that's exactly what was going to happen. Okay, third time, y'all.
are we saying yes to that deal then?
Hello, you're Richard Johnson.
Oh,
Global Bank.
that time he just said, I'm on a phone call. Okay,
Are you
he
ready for
texted
it?
me.
Yeah.
Which one?
Dick Johnson.
Hey, are you done calling?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, congratulations to my team.
Shut up.
We are funding our first deal on Thursday.
Oh, on the San Antonio one?
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that the San Antonio fix and flip?
Yeah.
We also have a fix and flip you don't know about yet.
Oh. What's a good dance? I don't,
Poor Laura.
she gets a different dance, Ingrid, okay?
Oh, all right, I'm
Hey,
just saying.
you guys saw where the lead came from. You saw the call. The only thing you didn't see is the underwriting, but we are funding that deal Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. Who's doing the TC work?
Kelly?
Kelly. Give it up for our operators, please. Now, everybody in the Subto community, just so you know, this is the best type of format for a power hour. Like, you guys should be getting together in each other's offices, and you should be working with each other just like this. Get a TC in the room.
Damn, I finally came.
We have 3 TCs in the room. Jade is operator / TC. Shelly is also a great I'm sorry.
It's hard.
Sometimes you guys morph together in all
do.
total battle. It's like Transformers. Just
Shelly and Kelly.
Kelly is mostly a TC, becoming a pretty good operator and doing all sorts of creative things and great conversations and elevating all. That Tim deal you did, you killed it. You know how little I was involved in that deal?
Yeah.
Great job.
Don't lie.
Okay. You see how fast we can? Literally, my first call of the whole week, you guys made money on.
7-minute call.
7 minutes. It was maybe less than that.
7 minutes.
We're going to change this
No?
to 7
You
minutes in
get the
heaven.
joke? She got the joke. Yeah. 7 minutes.
7-minute pace.
7-minute AM.
Yeah. Okay, who's got the next call?
I got a call in 6 minutes.
Okay, any questions so far? Side chat, YouTube. Do we have anything on YouTube, Canyon? Anybody in here have a question about anything? Yes, go ahead.
When we make a call and set up the appointment, do you want us to put more information on what we get from the...
Way less information for me. I want no information.
Okay.
I prefer to go into a relationship with an agent to build a relationship with the agent, not a relationship with the house. And so if I have too much information about the house, then I start asking questions about, you know what I'm saying? That's just my tendency. I've learned that about myself. Jamil might be different. That might be he's your team captain.
Right.
So do you like more information or less information?
There's a couple of data points I like, right? So I can speak intelligently right out the gate. One of the things that is important to me is days on market. Because if I know days on market, I can start to gauge the mindset of the seller and the agent. Agent gets more anxiety the higher the days on market, because once we creep towards 6 months, that's 180 days, they're about to be fired.
Should I ask that in the...
You don't need to ask that question. You can find that out by looking at the Zillow listing, and it tells you how many days on market it is. So now the other piece is it gives me, for instance, yesterday I made a call on a house that was 14 days on market, right? So in your opinion, 14 days on market, is the seller optimistic or pessimistic at this point? 14 days.
Optimistic.
They're
For
optimistic,
sure.
right? Why? Because no time has passed. They're still hoping and praying for the market to wild them, to make all their dreams come true and give them a full price offer and close it in the next 3 weeks. So their dreams have not been dashed yet. But we get closer to 90 days, and now all of a sudden they're like, what's wrong with our house? What's wrong with the market? What's wrong with our agent? What's wrong with are we not doing enough open houses? All the things that they think sell a home is starting to come into question. And if they have a real motivating factor to move them out of the house, to get them into, say, they got to relocate, they need to downsize, they're having financial difficulties, whatever, or a combination of all of those things, those motivating factors after 90 days start to become very oppressive. And now I have an opportunity to have a conversation that is real. And that's where I want to be when I'm talking to the agent, because I don't want to have these fake conversations of the market's hot, oh my God, I'm getting all these offers. It's like, no you're not, and no it's not. Let's actually talk brass tacks. Market's slow, your phone's not ringing, and you haven't paid your BMW lease payment in 3 months.
Yeah,
How are we
baby.
how are we gonna put money in your pocket, and how are we gonna get the seller paid?
So stuff that I can give to you in a call
I
like
want
that.
days on market and price. Beyond that, I don't really care. Yeah.
Just a quick point while he's got a couple minutes. First point, congratulations on your guys' first deal. Second point is anybody that's in the community that wants to participate in that deal, we're gonna fund that deal, okay, on Thursday. Anybody that's in the community that wants to fund that deal, come in we're gonna do a Zoom on Thursday night. If you guys wanna participate as a gator in that deal and be part of the lending arm that brings the money in, we have a Zoom coming in the community on Thursday. Can we get the Zoom link and get them the side chat for the Thursday Zoom that we're doing, please? Thank you so much. Second point, Jamil's making a really great point. If I'm running a solo business and I'm working with real estate agents, I'm not gonna waste a single agent's time until it's like day 100 on the market. Why are we calling agents before that? Well, because I'm not running a solo business. I gotta have a lot more leads today. The reality is you'll find by today, maybe even as late as tomorrow, you'll find that making 9 calls to agents a day is actually too much. you'll start getting, what will happen is you'll start getting referrals. You'll get a deal here, you'll get a deal here, you'll get a deal here. Oh my gosh, I got too many opportunities. So you'll start making your scope of where you're generating your leads way smaller by focusing on longer days on market, higher pain point, rather than right now, we're focusing on like basically anybody with low equity or high equity that's 10 plus days on the market. So you can change your scope based on how many leads you want. Right now, we're a little bit wider. As you get busier and busier and busier, doesn't mean turn your lead flow off. It means narrow in on longer days on market. If you want very little leads but high, super high quality, like lay down Subto deals, go to 120 days on market, 130, hell, go to 160 days on market. Those agents are like,
Go to 160 days on market with a property that's been in and out of contract a few times, and then also showing price drops, and then also motivating language in the listing. Okay, like bring us an offer. You see it go under contract 3-4 times during the 120 days. My God, bro, that person is like, where do I meet? What do you want? Anything to sell this house. That's the level of motivation at that point. And how do I know that? It's fallen out of contract a few times. The sellers don't know why. The agent knows exactly why, but isn't maybe able to have an honest conversation with their seller because of whatever reason, right? And so sometimes a realtor just needs a third party to come to the table to be the voice of honesty, the voice of reason, so that they can say, here's why you're not getting your offers, here's why your house isn't selling at the price, this is the best offer you're gonna get, take it. Because they wouldn't have had the courage to tell them the truth themselves. Am I wrong?
no.
From an agent's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be honest throughout.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have guts to tell your client, I mean, maybe you're in the wrong business.
Well, you're Ukrainian, so maybe you
Yeah.
can.
They can't help it. Those are strong women right there, bro.
She doesn't mind telling you anything. Your breath stinks. Your house is overpriced. Okay, I'm gonna call these guys right now. There you go.
Wait, isn't it?
I got a
Ingrid's call?
340.
Oh, you got a 340.
Yeah. When do you
Yeah, I
have
called, but there was no answer. That's why we took a
Got
moment.
it.
Okay.
My phone keeps blowing up because somebody made me give my phone away.
I'm so sorry.
Stacy, please use this form to submit your buyer and your name as a referral.
I get antsy when I'm not the one on the calls,
Stacy's phone got it going.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Hi, you've reached Bo Browder with Phoenix Property Group.
Oh my gosh, you know what would be horrible? If you played a game where you had to do 25 push-ups every time an agent didn't pick up their phone.
Oh no.
That'd be a good one. I would squat.
People would be crapping their pants up in here.
I've been fasting a long time. I might crap.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to crap.
Do you have the link for Thursday's Zoom you can put in the side chat?
No, this
Okay.
is when like your liver and like your stuff starts like doing stuff.
Your microbiome changes.
Your autophagy's happening.
One more time.
One more again.
You can't fade me, Bo.
68 hours. Holla.
What are you gonna eat for dinner tonight?
I'm not eating till tomorrow.
Water.
Chicken wings.
Only if they're grilled.
How about fried then grilled?
No, seed oils. He just looked down. He's so sad. Sorry, a lot of dead air. Is this what you guys did during your
Bo
show?
Browder with Phoenix Property Group. I'm either with another client or away from my phone right now. You can leave me a detailed message with your number or send me a text message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you and have a great day.
Okay.
Bo, Jamil here. We had an appointment to chat a couple minutes ago. I'm calling on the Buckeye House, and give me a call back when you get a minute. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, I think we should make this fun.
What?
It's
not fun already?
If your team,
All right.
if you don't get a call if you have a call that doesn't get answered, your team gets punished.
Okay. What do they got to do?
I think they have to do 10 push-ups.
How about squats?
Squats.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Some of us would fall out
is
of our
it their fault though?
Of course it is. They should be penalized.
What about the person that picked out the lead?
Oh, yeah.
How about the person that called has to do 50 push-ups?
Oy.
I told all my leads that the California number was going to be called.
Okay, how about jumping jacks?
Okay.
Squats? Cartwheels?
Cartwheels?
3 cartwheels. You have to do 3 cartwheels. Okay, I have a call.
Yeah.
My agent finally called or just texted me back a couple of minutes ago. Adela. Oh, crap.
Ari, you eat chicken wings?
Hey, are all these Arizona leads, by the way?
I wish they were.
I gotta tell you about it, please.
I think mine are now. They weren't yesterday.
The house on Silva
Ooh.
Street.
Wait, I
Arizona?
got Richard Johnson on
My
here
320.
twice. Did you know that? I got Dick Johnson
You got
on
Dick
here
twice.
Sorry. What jokes can I make about that? Sorry.
You know what,
I
though?
told you I'm a 14-year-old boy.
Dick Johnson needed to marry somebody with the last name Hancock, and then they got to
Oh my
hyphenate
God,
the name
bro.
together. Yes.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Hi, this is Dick Johnson Hancock.
Awesome. This is why calling with your friends is what is
It's way
the
more
vibe.
fun.
That's what all the cool kids are saying now. That's a vibe.
That's a vibe.
That's a
This is the
vibe.
vibe. This is the way.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because without your friends, it's super mid.
Yeah.
Superman.
No cap.
Dude, Adela.
Wait, isn't that what the Z people are saying?
Okay, dude. Okay, we have to make this legit. If I can't get an agent to pick up the phone, the caller has to do something of their choice: jumping jacks, squats, or push-ups.
I don't have a sports bra. I can't do jumping jacks.
Okay, you can
That's
face
painful.
the wall.
All right. And I'm like, dang, here's my Zelle number or whatever.
Zell?
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's a lot of entertainment. But, all right, what time is it? Is it my turn?
No, I've got that's my call. That was supposed to be my 3:20. She texted me back. She said, "Hey, I'm ready to go." Oh, this is my girl. My girl's calling. Shh, this is my girl. This is Pace. Adela,
Yes,
you're busier than I am. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You out driving around selling houses or what?
I'm trying to.
Amazing.
Showing. Hopefully it'll turn into contracts.
I know. How's the market over there? Are you guys warming up?
It's warming up a little bit, but it has been slow.
Yeah, it's been slow here too. So I live in Phoenix. I also invest in Texas as well. I'm actually calling about the house on Silva Street. How can we do a deal on Silva Street? What do we got to do?
Well, you're not the one that sent a letter for intent to send an offer?
Yeah, it was like, do you like me? Do you love me? Do you want to be my friend? Yes or no? That one? The one that was like Subto offer or cash offer?
Right.
Yeah. By the way, do you know that song, George Strait?
Yes, I do. I know all his songs.
Oh my gosh. Somebody asked me the other day, Adela, they were like, what's an LOI? What's a letter of intent? And I was like, if you knew George Strait, he made a song all about a letter of intent. It was like, do you like me? Do you love me? Do you want to be my friend?
Say yes or no.
Say yes or no. So how do we get you to circle yes on this deal? Would your client do a Subto deal?
Well, I talked to her. I was coming from her office, and she says I can go down because I know I talked to, I guess, your realtor or somebody, and she said, well, she sent me an email, and I told her that my client wanted 9% at 235, 9% on the balance with $10,000 down, and you guys paid the realtor commission. And she told me that it was a little high. So I went back with my client, and she said, well, I can go down to 8%.
Okay, so I have three. Here's what I want you to tell your seller, okay? And we might not be a good fit, but I'm going to give you some homework. You cool with that?
Sure.
Okay. You tell her that your buyer is a George Strait fan, and we're going to get this deal done.
Okay.
No, tell her that our buyer. So I have mine is a family. It's a business owner that cannot qualify for a traditional mortgage. They get paid a lot of money, but it's all cash under the table, and so they can't qualify for a traditional mortgage. We have another seller that's willing to do 4% seller finance right now that they're leaning towards. I don't want them to go to that house. I want them to go to this house. So tell her, hey, I have a buyer that's ready to go, but they need to be closer to 4%. And if they're not a good fit, no big deal. You and I can do deals in the future. But in order to get this deal done, we got to be at 4%.
Okay. I'll let her know and see what she thinks. Anything else?
Yeah, what's your favorite George Strait song?
Oh my God, I crossed my heart.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna listen to that right after we get off the phone.
Listen to it, you'll fall in love with that song. You'll want to hear it over and over again.
Hey, I'm gonna cross my heart and hope we get this deal done, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I appreciate you. Send me a text or a phone, call me whenever, okay?
Okay, I sure will.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah! Turn it up. That was dope, dude.
People are making babies to this song. I'm telling you.
No doubt, no doubt.
Do you know George Strait is actually Ukrainian? Like his accent is Ukrainian. No, not at all.
His name is.
We had you for a second. Okay, so you guys see yesterday, Jamil had a call that wanted too much interest. Mm-hmm. And Jamil's like, oh crap, like what do I say in those situations? Always a fictitious third party. I have a buyer that is already leaning towards a 4% seller finance deal. Tell your seller that unless they can lower the price, we can't make this deal work. So she's gonna go back and go, hey, this guy has a buyer. And they need to be somewhere around 4%. By the way, it's only $10,000 down, 4% interest. We can get a family to find the house, yeah.
That was my lead from yesterday. I sent her back an email saying,
Great job.
we really need the interest to be lower. So.
Well done.
Great job. So the best way to overcome that is, I have a buyer. They need to be somewhere around 4%. If it doesn't work out, no big deal. But let me give you some homework. And then let's do a follow-up with her, probably Thursday morning. Let's maybe see if we can get her, like text her, email her, do something. You guys work amongst yourselves. And, oh crap, I got a call. Laundromat.
Hit it.
Wait, do we all get to own it with you?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
We have somebody in Owners Club that bought Benjamin Wong.
Yeah, he's cool.
This is maybe a really bad story, but I keep telling him, I was like, change the name of your laundromat to
Wong
Kwong's Thongs.
Yeah. Well, he's got a call right now.
I got a call.
Tell him I'll call him in 5 to 10 minutes.
My call that I just made was my call from 320 that finally just called me back. So this is what happened. By the way, guys, see how much more chaotic it is today? This is why we usually do like 20 or 30-minute calls so we can break things down and have some fun. But you know what? You can have fun on the call. Who's the one that set this lead, Myron? Who gave us this lead? I think I told her to reach out to you. Yeah, Amber. Okay, cool. Watch this. I know nothing about the laundromat. Do you love me, my friend?
Your call.
Okay, so why do some people not call? Or why do some people not answer? No, they might be on another call, or they might be getting in their car, they might have like...
Or they're doing laundry.
Or they're doing laundry.
I thought that was the obvious one.
So sometimes you just gotta text them. The other thing is I block all unknown callers. So if you try and call me, there's no way you're getting a hold of me unless you text me and say, hey, I'm trying to call you, my name is so-and-so, right? Don't ever text me and go, is this Pace? I reply back to people and I'm like, no, this is your mother. And I thought I taught you better how to introduce yourself.
Yesterday, I can't even tell you how many people just texted me and like didn't give me their name.
It's crazy, dude.
I was like, what? How do you live? How?
Say, give me your mom's name. I'm going to call her and just...
I'm going to say that next time.
Yeah. I'm going to scold your
Or
mother
is
for
this
raising
Ingrid?
you.
And then question mark and be like, no, it's your mom.
Oh my gosh, I had one the other day. I was like, he sends me a text, is this Pace? I go, no. And were you raised by a pack of wolves? Please tell me your actual name. And then he sent me a picture of a wolf. And he said, yes, I was. And that was the end of the conversation. So welcome to putting your cell phone out online.
All right.
Hold on, let me call this guy again.
Now I know what to expect.
We want a laundromat. We want a laundromat. Who wants a laundromat?
Hello?
Hey, Mark, it's Pace. How you doing, brother?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm so good. Hey, Amber was telling me about this laundromat you guys are working on. I'm the guy that writes the checks for all her deals. Are you guys working on getting a deal done on that laundromat?
Well, she mentioned for you to call first with questions. She said she wouldn't really understand.
What do you? Well, she's the one that wants to own it. I'm the guy that writes the checks to make sure she has the money to own it. How far are you guys in the conversation? Catch me up to speed.
Yeah, not that far. She wanted me to talk to you first.
Let's start with ground one then, because Amber, the knucklehead, didn't give you or I any information. Are you actually wanting to sell the laundromat?
Yes.
Awesome. And do you guys have a price that you guys have struck?
No, we haven't discussed any of that. I just have a starting price.
Okay.
But I listed it like 3-4 weeks ago. I just listed it for $50,000, but.
So if you're listing it for $50,000, I imagine your equipment's probably pretty old.
Yes. The buyer that backed out, we were at $65,000.
Okay.
That's just 50 is a starting. Whoever offers the most.
Okay, so $50K.
So, yeah.
What do I get with $50K?
All the machines, all the assets. There's 34 washers, 26 dryers, 3 water heaters. There's a couple vending machines.
Any employees?
Point machines. That's not included. It's me and my brother, but nothing included.
Okay, so you guys are solo operators?
Yes.
Okay, so I buy it, I'm running it, you guys aren't sticking around.
No.
What did you guys generate last month in revenue?
Last month, well, for the whole year, last year it was around 13,000 a year, or I'm sorry, not a year, a month.
Okay, 12 to 13,000 a month. And you guys have a lease on this building?
Yeah, September is when it's up.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 to 13K top line. You guys are operating it yourself, so you have no payroll. What do you guys think you're netting? Are you guys netting like maybe $3,000-4,000 a month, it sounds like?
Well, he's on payroll, my brother, yes.
Okay, what would you say is your net? Like what do you?
Well, I haven't finished 2024 yet, but like 23, 22, I was at like $2,500 a month.
Okay, cool. $2,000 to $2,500 a month.
Yes.
If I bought it today, what would you suggest I should do to go make a ton of money off of it? What would you do that you don't want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like if you guys stayed in the ownership position, what would you do to take it to the next level?
I know the machines are probably the biggest thing, newer machines. I know raising the prices, but newer machines would help that, so it increase the net.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's the basic things are that. I know advertising. I know the last 2 years I haven't done much advertising.
So you must have another job.
Yes, I work 60 plus hours of my other job. That's why I'm looking to get out.
Damn,
so
bro. What are you doing?
At a restaurant.
Okay, cool.
So I work about 90 between the two. My brother's looking for something else. That's the main reason for selling.
Are you a restaurant owner?
No, manager.
Okay, that makes sense why you're running 60 hours, dude. That's a lot of work.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And do you feel like the location's a good location to start actually making money off of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of apartments nearby.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. I'm going to tell you, I'm probably the worst, but the most solid buyer you'll find. So I'm going to give you an offer. You're going to say no to it, and maybe in a month or 2 months, if you don't sell it, I might be a good fit for you.
Okay, because I know I've had 4 or 5 meetings the last couple of days each day.
Uh-huh.
So I know I already have some letter of intent people are drafting up. So
love it.
I ideally is to try to figure out who to go with by this week and do a closing within a week or two. So
I love it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a card to have in your back pocket to help you go negotiate with these other buyers. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Even if you don't sell to me, I want you to use me as a good way to sell this to the other people. Okay.
Okay.
Tell them that you got a badass that will give you $50,000, but you don't need to tell him how I would give you the $50,000. The way I would give you the $50K is I would pay you $2,000 a month for 24 months, and I'd get you all the way to $50K.
Okay, yeah, so I'm looking just for like.
I know, I get it.
I'll
I already know I'm not a good fit.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, use my offer to make those other knuckleheads pay you the full $50K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they don't follow through and they don't close the deal, then maybe you and I can have a conversation if people don't follow through.
Yeah. Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do like an LOI that says $50K on it so you can leverage me against the other knuckleheads?
Yeah, if you want to.
Hell yeah, I want to, bro. I want you selling this thing.
Yeah.
I want you to sell that thing. And if you don't, I want to be your backup buyer, and we'll do some sort of payment thing if you decide to go that route.
Okay.
Okay, brother. Awesome. I'm gonna have somebody on my team send you over an LOI that says $50K on it, so you can send it all. If those other guys say, we're gonna do $35,000, blah blah blah, go. I already have a buyer at $50K. Here's his name. Here's his credibility, and try and push him to that $50K. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. I wish I.
At least
Okay.
he did a good deed there. I mean, he's going to be
Kind of.
He's going to be able to use that.
This is like I'm gonna date this girl so that this girl's jealous of me, so I can actually date that girl.
That's the long game, bro. That's the long game.
It's the long game. Okay. So what's the strategy here? Couple of strategies here.
Sabotage.
Listen, all of y'all, it's a sabotage. Yes, 100%. Okay, so what's the strategy here? Couple of things.
Oh no, I started calling.
Oh shit. This is why I don't like the 10-minute calls. We can't break shit down.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Hernan
I thought it was your suggestion.
Ramos Martinez.
Please don't answer. We got to
Oh.
I'm gonna break this thing down. It's so
Okay, he
good.
said, can I call you later?
Okay, perfect.
Sure thing.
All right, this is good. So first and foremost, where do I learn anything on a deal? Okay, if I'm here starting out, I got first base, second base, third base, fourth base. Fourth base is home, right?
Everybody's trying to make it at least third.
Here's what happens. Oh, I'm trying to get third, right? Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to
14-year-old
advance
boy.
the conversation
Yeah.
past first base. First base is like, let me underwrite the deal. Let me look at all the numbers before I have the phone call. No, you have the phone call, you submit the offer, you build the blah, 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 and then you underwrite the thing. Why? Because if I'm brand new, I want to learn all of these things. How do I learn if all I'm doing is analyzing and going, that's not a deal?
You're avoiding. If you're analyzing, you're avoiding.
You're avoiding. That's why this is so fun. Is you got? Do I know? I don't even know what city that laundromat's in. I have no clue. Do you see the point of these calls? I don't know. Have any information? I had to ask. This is what it says on my lead. Tell me. This is my second lead. Tell me that looks like anything that makes any sense.
It does not.
It makes zero. That's the call I just made. It literally says, Mark Laundromat call. That's all I say. You guys should pass this around and see that that's all I work with is that exact information.
Not on Funding Street.
Not on, yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not, here's the other reason why I do it this way. Because I want you guys to know what it feels like to send over an LOI on a laundromat. Oh, now I know who's going to send it. The one that's the most reluctant. Okay, so that's a big part of it, but where's the sabotage come in?
Well, you've given them all a number I don't believe they're going to want to meet.
Right.
And so what he's done is he's sending an
a
LOI
bad
that's
man.
unrealistic. They're going to see this and they're going to be like, I can't beat that. I can't beat that. So he didn't sabotage anybody but the seller. Because the seller now has got all of his prospective buyers are going to be like, I can't do that. I can't do that. They're going to come back to Pace and he's going to be like, nobody would do that. And now Pace is like, awesome. Now I underwrite the deal.
Yeah, okay. Now I underwrite. So here's where the deal is, okay? How do I know I don't like this deal? He's making $2,000 a month, he doesn't have any management, no
And he
employees.
says he's working 30 hours a week in it.
No, he's working 60 hours a week at his restaurant.
Okay.
He's barely touching this.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I take a laundromat that's in a good location, that has apartment buildings, how do I take that laundromat and amplify it? Wash and fold is a big one. I go around and I leave things on people's doors. I go to Uber Eats drivers and I'm like, hey, if you're doing Uber Eats, like please, every time you go deliver something, stick something on people's door. I'll pay you $10 a week. There's ways to market in a big way where your immediate circumference starts utilizing this spot. Okay, if I paid the guy $2,000 a month right out of the gate, I basically just got a free business. So I got a free business. I got the location, I got the lease, I got the thing, and I can start working the thing. This guy, he has a brother who's probably a total dipshit. Sorry, is that a bad word?
Kinda.
Knucklehead. He's got a brother who's a total knucklehead operating a laundromat. Dude, there's somebody that's gonna work way harder than that guy for the same rate. I would replace that person. I'd pay this guy $2,000 a month for a couple of months until I double or triple the revenue, basically for free, and now I've got a free laundromat. Does this make sense? Okay, so
And
how do we...
you acquired at what price?
$50K.
Yeah, so if you triple the revenue, that thing's worth now 150 to 200 grand.
There you go. So here's what we would do. He doesn't market, he doesn't advertise. Why? Because he's not a business person. He's he works at a restaurant. No offense to him, but that's where his brain spends all his time and energy. So what we do is let's get an LOI together, okay, for buying this business, $50,000. Take a screenshot of our bank account, whatever we got to do, and let's send it over to this guy with our company name, Moving Forward Ventures. Let's send it over, and we don't want to say terms on it, just $50,000 closed in 2 weeks. That's the LOI. He's going to now use this LOI to send it out to all of his other potential buyers and be like, this is my offer. Because these other buyers, they're drafting up an LOI, which means they're not. Or they are, and they're going to come in at 35 or 25K. Because they see that this is a falling knife. The only way this makes sense is if I take over the business for free and I pay the guy a couple $1,000 for 24 months and he's out of the deal. That's the only way this makes sense. For somebody to go into a lease that's ending in September after dropping 50 G's,
no chance.
The reason somebody canceled the contract, $65,000, they walked in, they're like, oh, dang, there's a lot more problems here than I thought, and they walked away. The people even at 50K are going to do the same thing. I know it's weird that I can obtain all that information on a very quick call, but that's what you get good at. I don't need to know anything. I don't need to know the city. I don't need to know anything. Don't you kind of start painting the picture of the guy on the other line? Like, oh, what do you do for a living?
And you're getting these deductions because you keep asking yourself why.
Right.
Like, why would he do that? Why would somebody walk away? Why? And if you keep tracing back why, it's pretty easy. Common sense will take you to the reason, right? It makes sense.
Oh, this is great. Michael in the side chat says, that's a very cash-only business. His brother-in-law is probably stealing from the business. 100%. Also, an overthinking question, Barbara, but I love the question. Barbara says, how did you pick the $2,000? Didn't you see I pulled out my spreadsheet on my laptop and I ran the numbers? The way I did that is I thought, if I'm this guy, what's a number that's attractive to keep me interested in this conversation? That's it. I'm trying to put myself in this guy's shoes. $2,000 a month? Okay, he'd probably be happy with that. And honestly, would we be willing to do this at $2,000 a month for the next 24 months and pay the guy 50 grand? Would we do that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So did I just make up something that didn't make any sense? Of course not. I can quickly think on my feet. That's the advantage of doing these things with your friends, is that you get iron sharpens iron sharpens iron. And you get really good at this stuff and you start pulling this information.
He said his lease up was up in November though, so there would be some due diligence there to be like,
Yeah.
what are you paying for the lease and why is it up? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a laundromat, it's not easy to move.
Do you guys want to send out your first offer on a business on creative finance today? Okay, cool.
Same token, I guarantee that whoever owns that property is going to freak out. I mean, they would love for you to go and say, hey, can we extend the lease for 2 years, but we want it lower?
Oh yeah, he would 100% do that. Yes, absolutely.
Versus having an open spot.
Then what you do is, if you can get the revenue up just a little bit, you can go get a laundry or
SBA loan. No.
No. I would just go to like the equipment manufacturers and have them finance the equipment to you on a payment plan. So if I could amplify the cash flow $3,000 extra a month, I could make a whole entire $100,000 or $200,000 note payment for all my brand new equipment. You know what I'm saying? So I would buy the business for no money out of pocket, use the cash flow from the business that he's already making, pay him the $2,000. All we're basically doing is alleviating the headache, but keeping the $2,000 coming in.
Put an ATM machine in there
Yeah.
that charges a fee every time people pull out money, then have the coin thing. Make sure none of your things allow for debit, so they got to use the coins in your machine.
Right.
Sell all the laundry detergent, the fabric softener, all the other mumbo jumbos like the sanitizers, all the
I
things.
saw somebody who upped their laundromat, and what they did is they made it kind of like a community center. So they have they make community events so that people are using a laundromat, and
That's
then
dope.
they help people get connected with each other and find jobs and stuff like that.
Hey guys, I want to teach you guys a very important word. We got a call coming up in 1 minute, but the really important thing is when somebody says, how much money does something make? You don't make until you take. Write that down. You don't make until you take.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I generated $12,000 a month, does that mean I made $12,000? No, I generated $12,000 of dollars, but I didn't take that money home. So when somebody's like, oh, I thought he said he made 12, he ain't making 12 grand. Homeboy's lucky to, and he's also, here's the reality, when you look at the numbers, because he's like, oh, I haven't done my taxes from 2023. That means he's probably making $1,700 a month if he says he's making $2,000 to $2,500. He probably had 1 month in 2023 that was $2,500, and he goes around telling his friends, I own a laundromat that makes $2,500 a month. But you don't make until you take. And so $50K, honestly, on a business that makes $2,000 a month,
it's really low.
What else could I do with that $50K?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else but that. And in fact, think about this. Could I not just go do Gator loans with my $50K and make way more money than $2,000? Okay. So it's actually an opportunity cost to go do that deal. So the only way that makes sense is for us to go, well, you're making $2 grand a month. I'll just let you have the $2 grand. I'll put in some sweat equity, raise the capital, or raise the revenue over the next 90 to 120 days. Take that capital, go to a finance company, go, hey, will you finance my next set of washers and dryers? Then raise my prices, then start advertising and keep working that. But I wouldn't want to do this. I'd probably find a sub-2 student in the local area and go, hey, will you work this business and run your real estate business? Because you could have somebody running a real estate business inside of the laundromat.
For sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Keegley franchise. Think about that.
Be great. All the people coming in to wash their clothes be like, hey, looks like you haven't washed your clothes in a while.
What do you guys call them in
house?
Canada? Canada has a different word for underwear.
Oh, chuddies.
Chuddies.
Chuddies? In
Chuddies.
Spanish, we call them chonis.
Chonis. Yeah,
Chonies.
in our house, we call them chonis. Because I'm Hispanic.
All your dirty Canadian chuddies. People are like this.
What do you call your hat?
Toque.
Toque, yeah.
It's a toque. Who knew that? Oh, Darren. Yeah.
You're
All
so
right,
Canadian, bro.
I'm calling. I'm gonna make Bo wait. He didn't answer my call.
Been in the chat. Whoa. No one needs to hear that much of me. Sarabi can drop it again for the Thursday night event that you were inviting everyone to. She's ready to drop it whenever you are.
Hi, Joyce. This is Jamil. How you doing?
I'm sorry, who?
Jamil, my team set up a call for us to chat today about the house that you've got on Blue Sky.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, your name was so familiar. Okay, how can I help you?
No worries. Is it a good time still?
Sure.
Okay. So it's I understand that the house is currently rented and you're not currently on the market, but at one point you were, and I'm wondering if there's still a desire to sell the house.
Yes, if the price is right, sure. $2,200 a month.
That's
is
what
they're getting now.
That's what you're getting in rent right now. Okay.
Yep.
$2,200 a month. And do you know if there's any existing financing on the house?
No, it's cash.
Okay. He owns it outright?
Correct.
Okay. Do you think your seller would be open to doing an owner finance or a carry on the house?
Absolutely not. No, don't even ask those silly questions. No. If you want to do a cash deal and you want to do it for $540, we're good.
Okay.
If not, thank you for calling, and I appreciate it.
Oh, no.
So,
I'm sorry. Did I catch you in a bad time? Or did somebody step on your toe or something?
you know, I don't do seller financing. Cash only, $540. If that's okay with you, then please send in an offer. We'll accept it. That'd be fine. So thanks so much. Bye.
Hey, Joyce. Wow.
Honestly, you'll get one of those calls. I knew the second she picked up the phone.
She's a little terse. Mm-hmm.
Whoever married that woman, I bless your heart, dude. You imagine just being in the same household as that human being?
Not at all. Not at all. But here's what was interesting about it, right? So she had it sounds like she had already talked to some people that had potentially offered creative.
Yeah.
It's not on the market any longer. So she has no motivating tie to it. There's no impending cancellation. There's no listing that's going to expire. She's got nothing that is held over her head to push her to go and have a conversation with her seller.
Yeah.
And so she's probably like, if I'm not going to go to this seller with something that I know they're going to accept, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to do it. And anything other than that obviously upsets her, right? It's just not an offer that she's going to want to even spend her time
I have an agent
making.
who just called me back.
Here's the reality
100%.
is there
Absolutely.
is no world
Yeah.
where that agent is a top performer.
No.
No.
Because you get into the world of having repeat clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a bulldog that just pushes. She's the kind of agent that makes other agents hate agents.
She's a broker.
For sure.
Oh. Honestly, she's the kind of reason why I would never get a license. I do not want to associate myself with agents that are like that.
Totally.
But you know what? On the flip side of this, because she was super nasty, right? She's not good at creating relationships. This person is a transactional real estate agent, and I would actually keep tracking her deals because at some point there'll be something, because she's not a hard worker. She's not going to get out there and do the things that are going to get the deals done. So at some point she's going to have throwaway leads, throwaway deals. I wouldn't form a friendship with her, but I would put her on a drip where I would continuously just check in with her every few months to see if she had something that I could take a look at.
Drip,
Yeah.
drip.
The other thing too is she doesn't like people.
No.
And I make that not so much as a joke, but just in the sense of even when you're having a hard time in a listing,
Yeah.
and when you're talking to an agent that's just a freaking nice person, dude, they're the one, like the lady yesterday that kept, this was the greatest example. The flip side of the call that you had yesterday was she's like, and I have another house.
Yeah.
And I have another house.
Yeah.
I have another house.
I was like, what the heck?
And you're like, you're the busiest agent in Maricopa County.
Yeah.
And there's no surprise why. She's so freaking nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
1,000%.
This lady's pissed off that she's probably upset that her husband doesn't make enough money that she can't just sit at home. So she's mad at her husband. Something's going on. And so guys, remember, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
And so when somebody attacks you or is aggressive like that, the second Jamil answered the phone, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good to see that because
Yes.
here's what what didn't happen to me on that call.
I want to steal his 4 minutes.
I didn't die. I didn't.
You still have your birthday.
I'm still here. There was no harm to me, right? All I did was have to listen to somebody be a little strange for a couple of minutes. There was nothing wrong. So that's the worst that can happen.
Yeah. You say
Like,
a little prayer
that's
for
the
them.
worst
You're
that
like,
can happen, exactly.
hopefully you get laid, whatever.
And you're right,
Yeah.
Ingrid. You say
Yeah.
a little prayer for them, like whatever it is that's going on in that person's life, let it be better so that they're a nicer human tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal 4 minutes from you.
why?
Well, because this guy just called me back.
Oh.
Hello.
Hernán Ramos Martínez.
¿Cómo le puedo ayudar?
Ay, me encanta su nombre, how to say it.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Quién habla?
Oh, le habla Ingrid, ¿cómo estás?
Ingrid, ¿de dónde conozco a Ingrid?
Ingrid Hernández, la inversionista acá en Chandler.
Oh, Ingrid Hernández, ¿ok? ¿Cómo le puedo ayudar?
Ah, ok. Estoy llamando sobre su listing en Oak Street.
Oh, Oak Street, ok. ¿Qué preguntas tiene para mí?
Entonces dime, ¿por qué todavía no se ha vendido?
Porque es propiedad de un investor.
Ah,
Entonces, él me estaba comentando, él tiene ciertas ideas en su cabeza de qué es lo que él busca.
ajá.
Aquí es donde está la situación. Me dijo, escríbeme las ofertas y yo me encargo de ver qué podemos hacer para trabajar. Ahora, aquí es donde está la situación. La mayor parte de personas que han llegado a ver la propiedad son familias nomás y muchas de estas personas no tienen, no ellos alcanzan a contemplar el hecho de que pueden rentar una propiedad y vivir en la otra. Esta es una propiedad, desde mi punto de vista, es una propiedad que alguien como un inversionista puede comprar y rentar dos propiedades. Pero ese es el detalle, la mayor parte de las personas, bueno, un 99% de personas que han llegado a verla son personas de un single family
y ellos no les alcanza para comprender de que ellos pueden vivir una y rentas a otra. Entonces el pago se les ha hecho un poquito muy grande.
Ok.
Ese es el gran detalle. Porque obviamente cuando estamos hablando de un pago de $1,000, ¿verdad? Que
Sí.
si fuera pues todo el mundo, pero esta sí me ha dado un poquito de complicaciones debido a eso. Las otras, pues, es una maravilla, pero esta sí me dio un poquito de complicaciones específicamente por esa razón.
Ok. Pero entonces él estaba tratando de rentar la casa.
Él lo que quiere es básicamente venderla.
Más básicamente vender. ¿Y él considera vender la casa usando pagos por cada mes por ser finanzas creativos? Ok, ¿y qué enganche está buscando? ¿Qué pago inicial?
Preferentemente él busca el 10%.
El 10%. Ay, pienso.
Él consideraría otro down payment, ningún problema.
Otro down payment. Ok.
Hemos hecho contratos con él hasta el 5% de down.
¿El 5% también? Ay, me encantaría porque yo soy inversionista y para mí quiero usar lo menos posible de dinero, pero por supuesto pagar tu commission, no sé cómo hacerlo en español, pero quiero que tú agarres lo que necesitas y después de eso también compro la casa. Ok, voy a hacer los números y también te quiero invitar porque cada 2 semanas aquí en la oficina de Kigley vamos a hacer un evento que vamos a educar las personas a cómo pueden comprar estas casas sin usar un banco. Entonces, si usted también tiene estas personas que pueden comprar casa y no tienen todo de los financios, también les podemos ayudar con eso.
Me parecería perfecto.
Sí. Ok, entonces te mando este evento y nos vemos el 6 de marzo.
Me parecería perfecto.
Ok, bueno, voy a hacer los números y te mando una oferta en esto. Si usted me está diciendo que quizás podemos hacer esto con un inicial pago con 5%.
Sí. Así es.
Bueno.
Y lo otro a considerar, él se motiva mucho, mi vendedor.
Ajá.
Él se motiva mucho cuando hay cierto earnest money, que es non-refundable.
Okay.
Es decir, una vez he visto la propiedad y le dice, ¿sabes qué? Quizás $5,000 non-refundable, por eso me oferta. Él se motiva mucho con esto.
Qué bueno saber. Ok, perfecto.
Entonces, obviamente
Ajá.
siempre y cuando la línea del contrato que le gusta a él es $5,000 or $10,000 non-refundable unless seller fails to comply.
Okay.
Esa es la línea que a él le gusta y
okay. Ok, perfecto, así hacemos entonces.
Otra pregunta.
Dime.
Estoy vendiendo 10 acres de terreno con, creo que son 6 o 9, ahorita le confirmo la cantidad de números, son 6 o 9 mobile homes. Tiene permiso para mobile homes. Son 10.1 acres a la par de Lucid Motors.
Sabotage.
No tiene un inversionista, vale, que le interese.
Yo pienso que sí, porque mire, yo trabajo con yo soy un inversionista, pero también trabajo con muchos de ellos y podemos a ver mándame esa información a ver si te puedo encontrar a alguien en 1 o 2 días. ¿Usted está disponible mañana, digamos, de las 3 a 6?
Yo estoy disponible a la hora que usted me
Vamos,
mande, si no
venga, véame. Sí. Y todos mis amigos que estamos haciendo es un challenge de comprar casas en estas maneras creativas y me encantaría si tú podrías venir aquí a vernos todos.
Claro que sí, nomás.
Bueno.
La información, vamos a estar en contacto.
Te la mando. Ok, bueno, muchas gracias. Sí,
gracias.
por supuesto, Hernán Ramos Martínez, que me encanta decir ese nombre. Ok, bueno. Ok, te hablo, hasta luego. Chao.
Wow.
I had to go Spanish because
I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like,
Okay, break it down, girl.
Okay,
Hold on, I can't. Hold on. I have a call and I'm 2 minutes late for it.
Okay.
This is the problem with having too many. Do you guys see how fast you can make leads happen way too fast? And
oh, so he's coming tomorrow. He has another 10 acres with 6 to 9 mobile homes on them that he wants to see if I have an investor for.
Wow.
And then he said, hey, put 5 to 10K non-refundable unless seller doesn't perform for that deal on Oak Street, and he would sell it with 5% down.
wow. Okay.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, Natalie. This is Pace. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
My team told me to call you about 3 properties
Okay.
What do you got? You got 3 properties for me?
I do actually have 3 properties. What
Okay.
do you want me to text them to you or?
Well, let me tell you what I've got. So I'm a non-licensed investor. Been doing the business about 12 years, and primarily what I do is I focus on business owners who cannot qualify for traditional mortgages. And what happens is people bring me Subto deals, seller finance deals, and I pair them up with end buyers. So like, let's say a guy who runs a plumbing.
That's not a good fit for me.
Okay, perfect.
I'm working just with investors that have all their properties on hard money, so nobody can do Subto.
Okay, well, then let's switch gears. I flip a lot of houses. Are these investors that you're doing on these 3 houses, are they in hard money loans? Or are they flipping the houses retail? Natalie. She got in her car and it took over her Bluetooth probably.
Can you take out a hard money loan and put other financing on there? Or would you not want to do that ever?
Sometimes. You know what? I think my phone hung up. My phone won't make a outbound call.
You didn't pay your bill?
I'm too busy buying a laundromat for $50,000 down. I have no freaking money. Come on, phone. 100% it's my phone.
Do you want to use mine?
Yes.
But don't take my deals.
Are you not on AT&T? What are you on?
Verizon. AT&T, that shit crashes.
Obviously.
Oh, that's right.
You know what? This is a great Verizon commercial. It should be like Verizon's for closers.
Oh.
Get me a sponsorship.
Hello, this is Natalie.
Hey, Natalie, it's Pace. My phone kept, I couldn't get through to you. I think I dropped you on my call. I'm so sorry.
Something happened. Yep.
Totally my side. Okay, so you're primarily working with fix and flippers?
I'm working with investors who have good streams of buying properties and they sell them as is.
Okay,
They don't fix them up. They're selling them to other investors who fix them up.
Okay, that's what I want. And you're representing the people who are finding the deals, and you guys will wholesale them to me?
Correct.
Okay, how about this? So I primarily Maricopa and Pinal County. I don't want to go Maricopa City, but I'll do Maricopa County and Pinal County. We are flipping about 1 house every 10 days.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yep. We've got all the money, all the crews. We've been doing it for 12 years. I was Open Door and OfferPad's largest contractor for the longest time, and I just went out on my own and started flipping.
Oh, cool. I'm just doing a deal with OfferPad right now. I haven't done one in a lot of years.
Yeah, it's been a while. It felt like they went on a pause for a while because people, I don't know what it was.
It's been a little up and down for them, but yeah, OfferPad has a pretty good system now, but Open Door, it's a little.
You know what's great? So I was Open Door's first contractor in Maricopa County. When they came into town, they hashtagged on Instagram Arizona contracting. And at the time, I was just a contractor. They hired me, and they would pay me $250 every single time I'd walk into a seller's house. And they would pay me to pick the seller's houses apart and submit like a repair request.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm not joking you. I was making like
killer money.
Oh my gosh, I was killing it.
They don't do that anymore.
I know, I left them.
It's crazy.
I left them because I finally woke up to it. It was before I was an investor, so I didn't quite understand what they were having me do. But then I realized, like, oh my gosh, these people are freaking manipulating their sellers. These rat bastards. And they're using me as the leverage. Anyway, so, I wisened up, but we flip a lot of houses. How can I buy a house from you today, this week, and how can I have you list the houses for me?
Okay, wow, that's cool. I have most of the properties I have right now are owned by my brother-in-law. So I represent him. I won't represent the other side when it's a relative because it's like bad, for your liability insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
But he buys at the trustee sale. The properties. Did somebody send you properties of mine, or did I send them to you? I've been dealing with so many people today, so I can't remember who I've talked to. But I didn't know if I talked to like a partner of yours or something.
Somebody that's brand new that's learning how to like set appointments for me got a hold of you. Yeah.
Got it.
Are you related to Spencer Caldwell?
No, but he owns my brokerage.
Oh, we love Spence. Him and I are very, very good friends. I text him like 5 times a week.
He knows who I am, so he would definitely know. Like my husband and I used to buy and sell houses for like so many years, and we used him for bidding service.
I love it.
So
okay, cool.
We kind of retired, but my brother-in-law has taken over, so he owns all these houses. I have one that I'm working on the listing right now that's owned by a different investor, but it's the same kind of deal. These guys are looking for people who, they're listed a little high on the MLS, so there's room to negotiate, but they're looking for people who are willing to kind of do their diligence ahead of time and deposit non-refundable earnest.
Okay, I'm happy to do non-refundable EMD, but my primary objective in that deal would be, I don't want to do the burst strategy because the burst strategy is for lunatics. I would want to flip the deal.
Right.
Is there enough meat on the bone for me to flip it? I
think so, yeah. I definitely think so.
How many can we do a year? Can we do like 5 to 10 a year?
I think that would be easy. I'm probably working with just my brother-in-law on like 4 deals a month, at least, maybe more. Sometimes it's more than that.
Okay. Are you East Valley? Where are you at?
I'm in the East Valley, but he buys all over. Like he's got, he's buying them from the trustee sale, so they're all over the place. Like some of them are in Maryvale. He's got one in Pebble Creek, which is Goodyear. He's got some, he just did one in Tempe. So yeah, they're all over. But yeah, I could send them to you. I mean, what I would say is just like, if you want to look at them or send me a number as far as like.
Okay, so here's what I'll
for non-refundable earnest on them.
Here's what I'll do. I have Heidi on my team. Actually, I've got Jade with me, my TC. Say hi, Jade.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
She's good. We're funding a deal Thursday, and you have another deal for us to fund. Yeah, so we do a lot of deals. My TC has to sit next to me all day long because we do so many deals. And so I have a girl on my team named Heidi. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to text you and Heidi Silva together. Okay. And I would love for you and Heidi to build a relationship so every house you get, she can give you an offer and hard earnest money every single time.
Okay. That would be great. I mean, these ones are like literally selling out from under me as I'm talking to you. So that's how fast sometimes they go. So it looks like you just got a buyer on one of them.
Okay, no problem.
But we'll just keep at it. I mean, I have a new one that I'm listing as soon as the seller, like I already have the listing worked up, so I could even send that one to you.
Okay,
I need to get a price from him on it.
Are you sending them to me before you list?
I mean, I could send this one to you before I list.
Okay.
It normally happens like I find out I'm supposed to list it. I list it like really fast.
We will. Do you know like Doug Hopkins? Do you know Doug Hopkins in town?
I know Doug. I know who Doug is. He might not know my name, but we've bought properties from him before, quite a few.
Okay, cool. I buy a property from him probably once a month, him and Josh Barton, for the last 10 years. And so here's how those guys operate. They go on the appointment, they lock up the contract, they text me in the parking, like literally in the street, and they say, we got another one, hot off the press, and we literally reply within.
Well, they sell to Zach too.
Yep, Zach Keeps.
And Zach used to sell like all his properties to us.
You're talking about Zach Keeps?
Yes.
Yeah, Zach Keeps.
We've been friends with Zach for a really long time.
You know, a funny story about Zach when you see him next time. I'm at the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and this guy behind me starts hitting on my wife.
Oh no, he's like such a schmoozer with the ladies.
I'm like, you son of a bitch, this is my wife. And then I end up going and doing like 200 deals with the guy.
Yeah, we've done a lot of deals with him too. So my husband and I bought and sold properties for years and years, like over 20 years, but we just sort of retired. So we used to work with Zach like all the time though, and we've been friends with him for a long time. So that's cool.
Love it.
I guess for me to be like, I'm going to send you a deal before it goes on the market.
Yeah.
It's just, I have to know it's like a legit person. You know, everybody's asking you to do that, and I'm not going to send it to
how do you want me to do that?
People, but it sounds like you're pretty legit. So
I mean, I know all the right names, but you want to stop by my office, you want to grab lunch, you want to.
It would be helpful if we do like a deal. You know what I mean, or
something
like that. So that would. The more it builds up, the more you get confident that it's like a good person to work with that understands like your system and what you're looking for. So, yep. That would be great. Some of these might not be low enough for you to buy, but hopefully some of them are. Obviously, the seller, he's A couple of these ones I have right now have been out a little bit, I've had on the market a little bit longer. So,
Yeah.
but there's room on them. So you'll just have to give me a number and let me know what.
Okay, cool. So just the last thing I'll say to you, and I'll let you go. So Josh on Doug Hopkins' team, they'll send me 5 houses. We usually will buy 1. So as long as you're okay with me saying no to 4 of them.
Yeah. Of course.
Awesome.
Not everything's gonna work, for everyone. But if you're, let me save your information.
Don't save this number. This is my TC's number.
What number should I save?
The first one I called you on. Yeah, that's my cell phone.
And tell me your full name again.
Jamil Damji. Just kidding. It's my name's my name's Pace Morby.
Pace Morby. Okay, I'm gonna ask my husband if he knows who you are too, because he knows a lot of people.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, sounds good. So the number you called me on before is the one I
Yeah,
should say.
1066. I'll shoot you a text as well, and I'll introduce you to Heidi Silva on my team, who's in charge of our construction and all that kind of stuff. She manages the crews, but she also says yes and no to all the projects.
Okay, and then do you want me to send you what I have available right now? And then,
Please, yes. Just text it to me and Heidi in a group chat, and she'll reply back within 30 minutes, yes or no on all of them.
and just so you know, on the MLS, these sellers, they're listing these high, so just, they're gonna be overpriced on MLS. It's like their system. So,
no problem.
just let me know what number would be good, and we'll see if it'll work, and I'll let you know if it's not the right number, what it needs to be.
What are your crossroads? Where do you live?
I live in Ocotillo, so I'm like,
Oh, I freaking love Ocotillo.
yeah, we're like on the lake here. It's pretty.
You guys are on the golf course lake?
We're not on the golf course lake. We're next to, like, in a newer community next to that community. So we're like in this Waters at Ocotillo community. It's it's like these houses were built in like 2013, so they're not quite as old as those, but they also don't have quite as big of lots. They're like more.
Hell yeah, that's such a great part of town.
Yeah, it's very good for our, close enough to the freeway, but, you can get to anything, but you're not,
You're not in the middle of everything.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a very peaceful spot. We've got like all these birds in our backyard, like ducks and geese. And
Literally, when I go down to Ocotillo, I'm like, where the hell where does this geese shit come from? It's everywhere. And it's because you guys have so much water.
Covered in it lately. We've
Yeah.
been getting out the big broom to like sweep it all off because they're just having fun out there. But hey, I'd rather have ducks on my pool than I don't have to take care of a pet.
That is very true. That is true.
So.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. You're freaking awesome.
you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so team, hey, great job. Do you guys see how easy you can get like 4 or 5 flips a year? You get that's a whole flip business just by underwriting and saying yes, underwriting and saying yes. She'll send you, this is the same thing I do with Jamil. Jamil and their team sends me deals. We buy enough deals to flip. How many houses do I have to flip in a year to make a full-time income? 2. Literally, the average flip we do makes $40,000 to $50,000. You do 2 in a year, you made a full-time income. You build a network, and you'll never have to worry about money in this town, which is freaking awesome.
Totally.
How is it that you and I have been in this business so long, and there's still people we run into? They're like, yeah, we do 4 deals every single week.
Yeah. But that we're not doing deals
and
with.
we're not doing deals with.
And that's when you have the idea in your head that things are saturated. You got to give your head a shake. There's no such thing.
Yep.
There is no such thing as
Not
saturated.
with like 7 million people here or something
No.
like that. Sabotager. 7655.
I'll call.
420, they didn't answer, right? Or your 4, yeah. And I took your 4 minutes.
Yeah, I have another one.
At what time? 4:40?
Whatever, the bow guy. I have a
4:40. Yeah.
Hey, will you do me a favor? Text.
Shally Bomb.
Your call has been forwarded.
Is that Natalie Warden?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Is it? Oh, jeez. That's why she laughed when he said my name is Jamil Damji.
Oh, yeah?
I've done like 100 deals with her.
Oh, really? And she doesn't know who Pace is?
No.
You guys are like peanut butter and jelly.
I know, but she's not a social media person.
I see. Yeah. She's astute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her husband's name is Josh.
We must wholesale the right way. Yes? Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
All right, fine. They didn't answer. Let's give a shout out to Femi Aborizade. I think that's how you say his last name. He's a dude in Subto. He just passed his real estate exam today. As much as Pace poo-poos on license, I always use it to my advantage. So, whatever you have is your advantage. You just gotta know how to word it.
Okay, I'm gonna make a call. Let's hope this person's nicer than Joyce. Oh, Joyce. Oh my God, she was great.
Which one of you want to call in the 5 o'clock hour?
Come on, Brett.
Yeah? All right, let's go. All right, you're gonna call Olga. Because I cannot be here for the 5:30 call. What's your name?
Brad.
Brad. All right. The Bradster.
Hello, you reached Rachel Stovall.
I got Dick Johnson twice. He's at 5 too. Richard Johnson. Sorry, Richard Johnson. Oh.
Hello, you reached Rachel Stovall.
My favorite Johnson name that I've had. I grew up with this Asian dude. His name was Johnson Dong.
Why? Why would they do that to him?
They didn't know that the last name Dong meant something different than what they thought it was. And then Johnson, they just wanted to give him a good, nice professional name, so he became Johnson Dong. Yep, I'm gonna call that guy. Let me call this guy first, because Bo is the person who said that he was ready to chat when. Bo knows.
Really?
What's up, Bo?
I used to have bow cleats. And like when I was like in 6th grade or something. Nice. Are you trying to read?
Yeah, I need glasses.
Hello, this is Bo.
Bo, how you doing? Jamil here.
Good, how's it going, man?
Good. Sorry about that. I know we were playing tag there, but thank you for taking the call. I was calling on the house on Buckeye. In Buckeye on 272 Ave. Can you give me some details on it?
Yeah, it's basically just a guy and his wife, they own it. They're snowbirds. They still own it. They have it free and clear.
Ooh.
But they're so basically his wife just got diagnosed with cancer, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
And so basically he was like, what can I do? And she was like, I just want to I'd rather have a house with a view. And so he bought a house around the corner on the golf course.
Yeah.
Just to try to give her what she wants. And she's going to go into chemo and stuff like that here in the next couple of weeks. And they're optimistic, but obviously they're in their like mid 70s. Obviously there's just the reality of it. And, unfortunately that's the reason why they're selling.
Okay.
Is they bought a house around the corner. That one's also free and clear, so they're not in a desperate situation.
Sure.
They're not in a dire situation. They have a house up in Montana. That's where they're originally from, so
Okay.
they go up there in the summers, come down in the winters. But that's the reason for selling it. He was going to rent it, and then he just didn't want to be a landlord. And then unfortunately, he on last Saturday, he's like a pretty active guy, and he got in a motorcycle accident.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, man, it's like fucking one thing after another.
What is? I'm gonna add these guys to my prayers tonight, man. They're having a tough go of it.
Yeah. So he broke his hip, broke his leg.
Oh.
So now he's kind of in a rehab facility right now, just trying to kind of get back on his feet, and then he'll go back to the house. So kind of he's been through a lot especially in the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of where they're at. And really like with that, the daughter's an agent in Montana.
Okay.
And I know her fairly well. We've kind of thrown a few referrals back and forth. And So basically, she's like, hey, like obviously they're a little bit more motivated than they were just a few weeks ago. So they're gonna put it up for rent, I think, as well, and just kind of see what happens. But you know, she's like, hey, you know, she's like, obviously we're a little bit more motivated. He would really like to clear. Like when I talked with him, he's like, hey, listen, he's like, I'd love to clear 385 on it.
Okay.
He's like, I don't know if that's a reality, but that's where he's at. That's like after everything, that's where he wants to be at. So I kind of sent some new comps over to the daughter. I was like, hey, we need to drop the price. Everybody's been undercutting us since we went in the market.
Yeah, because
it's just kind of a fucking race for the bottom right now.
It is, and it's also Buckeye. Also, we're in the sleepiest. I know, and it's super sleepy out there. Yeah. So
I've had a handful of cash offers, and they're all super low, which is what I would anticipate.
Of course.
It's like it's a niche market. It's a 55 and up. It limits what you can do. I mean, it's just it's a combination of things that are working against us. The daughter being an agent, she's realistic. She gets it. He's a really cool guy. He understands it too. He's been very realistic with everything. He's like, I get it. But they also know too. They're like, hey, we'd like to try to push it before it gets hot, because as it gets hot, the 55 and up community kind of dries up here and they head north. So. Yeah, that's kind of where they're at. So I mean, it's one of those things. She was going to talk with him. It's just obviously he's like in a, it's just a lot going on. So I've been kind of communicating with the daughter more or less lately, and she was like, I sent her a list of kind of fresh comps and this and that. I was like, guys, at this point, we just kind of need to get aggressive and try to move it or put it up for rent. So or both, right? So that's kind of where he's at. We've had a pickup in activity, of course, as soon as. He like that happened. The daughter came and stayed in that house, and all of a sudden we got 7 showings once it was not easy to show.
Of course, Murphy's Law.
Yeah, exactly right. So nothing. I've got 2 offers on it. They're both like respectable, but they're both contingent upon property selling in other states.
Okay.
And so we just didn't take them at that time. I said, come back to us as soon as you get them under contract. Both those houses have yet to get under contract in the other states. So we're kind of just holding out hope to see if maybe that happens, but just don't really know at the time. And that's kind of where we're at. So ideally, I think we're going to do a price reduction here soon. But, listen, you can throw a cash offer out there. I know that's kind of what you do. They have no interest in seller financing because he's like, dude, he's like, dude, I don't have, if I was 40, I would do that. You know what I mean? He's like, but I'm not. And I don't want to kind of deal with that and then have my daughter take over that situation. This and that. He's like, I'd rather just sell it outright and be free and clear of it, because they still have the other house in the neighborhood and they have a ranch in Montana. So he's like, I just don't want to do seller financing. I've had 50 different seller financing options and offers. And he's like, I just don't want to do that. The daughter obviously knows about that, is aware of that, and knows, understands the whole situation with seller financing. And she's like, hey, he just doesn't want to do it. The guy, he is who he is. He's set in his ways. And if he doesn't want to do it, I promise you, he won't do it.
Sure.
He's 75 years old. He's a stubborn man. And, it's been good to him so far. He obviously has done fairly well for himself. But that's where he's at. So it has to be a cash offer. I don't know. Like I said, I know it's not the best situation to buy as an investor, but I get it, man. So whatever you guys think, you can throw something in front of me. I'll present it. But we've had a few, and I've had a million seller finances, and he's turned them all down.
I mean, of course you're going to get the seller finance offers because it's owned free and clear, right? And it makes the most sense. If the seller was really, really, thinking about the tax implication and all that, it's actually not a terrible route for him to go, especially if he wants to get a higher price. But at the same time, I also get the desire to just be done with it, and these guys don't seem to have any financial issues if they're buying their homes free and clear. It's we're not talking. Yeah, so they're financially good.
They're very conservative. They're very smart. Yeah, and he's financially, he's not in the best spot. And that's where he was like, hey, he talked to his daughter. I talked to him because I said, hey, we're gonna get a lot of seller financing, this and that. And he was like, hey, I don't want to do it this one. He goes, if my daughter, when we die, he goes, if she wants to seller finance this other one because it's free and clear, and she wants to just collect checks for the next whatever, he's like, that's totally up to her. But he's like, until then, I'm not really open to that. I don't want to do. He's like, I just don't want to have that thing hanging over my head. I want to be done with it. He's like, we're good with what we're at. We don't want this property anymore, regardless of whether we own it or how it's structured or anything like that. He's like, I just don't want to worry about that. I got enough to worry about at the moment.
Okay. Well, the cash offers are always going to be a little low. I have a number that would make sense for me, and it wouldn't be contingent. I could close it in, I don't know, 7 to 10 days or whenever the hip is better.
I'm around 310 on that though.
Okay. Yeah. And like I said, I'll talk with them. We've had a handful down there and that. I mean,
Yep.
it's just, and I get it, dude. I own multiple properties myself. I have a bunch of investors. If I thought it was a good deal, brother, I would have taken it to one of my people.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like, we all have that, and that's the tricky part right now. And
Yeah.
if they were in a distress situation, you know, it's just, I get all that. It's just, they're not. And, you know, it's like, hey, we don't really care one way or the other. Like, we just rather not have the headache.
Okay.
So I understand the 310. I mean, that's, you know, I've had offers in that 330. When we first put on, I had 330, 345, and he wouldn't entertain that at that time.
Sure.
I don't know that he'd entertain it today, but I'll let
Yeah,
her
take
know
it to him and say, I got a guy, you know, you can look me up. I'm real. I know.
I know you are.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just been approaching the daughter as he's like, and I just try not to bother them right now.
Sure.
So yeah, it's just been a kind of a whirlwind for those guys last week or so.
Yeah.
So I'll just let the daughter know and see what they want.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, he bought it for $275, I think is what he bought it for, something like that years ago. And that's where he's like, I would love to make $100,000 on it. Like, that was his goal. That was what he really wanted. So I was kind of like, you know, I was like, I think we just need to price it to where I think we need to be at 400 or like 399 personally. That was my suggestion, but then kind of all this stuff happened.
And it's so hard because, like, if he had listened to you back then when it was a fresh listing, market was a little different. It could have been a whole, but you know what? People, you got to let them do what they're going to do, you know?
Well, yeah, and also when people aren't super motivated, you know, and that was like, they were like, let's get up for the holidays, like that was their whole thing, and I was like, I don't really always recommend
Don't recommend that. Wait until...
Yeah, but it's, right. So their thoughts were, obviously 55 and up community is a little bit different.
Yeah.
People are in town for Thanksgiving, they might look it up, they might look up retirement communities. The 55 and up is different as far as like, I mean, those people don't have shit
Sure,
to do,
but how
you know?
many
So
how
it's
many of
like,
your grandparents go to Thanksgiving and then say to their family members, take me to see a house?
Yeah, go on Zillow and stuff, right? And like, trust me,
It ain't gonna happen between the gravy,
I would
bro.
really recommend it, but
Yeah.
since it was vacant and it's furnished, and they were like, hey, let's get it on, because their goal was, hey, if we don't sell it by kind of March, we don't get anything solid by March, then we'll try to rent it out and we'll just kick the can down the road, or we'll figure it out. So that's kind of was their philosophy.
Okay.
Wasn't exactly what I recommended, but it's his daughter's an agent too, so she's got her own way of doing things. I try not to, you know, I'm not sitting here telling you which way is right or wrong. I just try to give my opinion, and you guys make your own decision.
Well, listen, Bo, first, I like you, dude. You're a sharp guy. I'm surprised we haven't done a deal yet. And so this is my cell phone number. Please save it in your phone. Tell them, you know, I talked to a real legit buyer today. Of course, his number is a little bit lower. The market is what it is. He can close it up in about 7 days if you guys want to take it. If they need more time, I'll give them more time. If they need it quick, like as soon as the title report's clear, I can, you know, wire in money and get it done. So you've got that in your back pocket. Float it to them, see what they have to say. If there's a counter, let me know. Beyond that, what else do you got? You got something cooking that I can take a look at? Let's do a deal.
I mean, dude, honestly, most of the stuff I have, I mean, I got a condo in Old Town Scottsdale that's, I mean, it's just, once again, man, it's like everybody, you know, every seller thinks it's 2021, and it's just, you know what I mean? So it's like, now I spent all day today kind of running through with everyone and just being like, hey, we need, you know, and the tough thing is I got one couple going through a divorce, and they got a $100,000 heat lock. So they're kind of handcuffed. They can only cut so much. I got one guy. He's starting to get more and more motivated.
Okay.
It's a condo, but once again, he owns it free and clear. He's a trust fund kid, so he's not like the most motivated person either. But he's been dealing with the HOA lately, so he's like, "Hey, I've been dealing with this HOA at my old place."
Will the trust fund baby? Will he sell that on owner financing with owning it free and clear?
Maybe. I mean, his whole thing is we had like 100 seller financing offers on that deal, because it's Old Town Scottsdale and everything else, but he just, like, everything we were getting, it was just like, dude, I mean, it was the...
Well, I won't make it an insulting owner financing deal.
$5,000 down, you know, 3%, 30-year amortized. You're like, I'm like, dude, if he was willing to do this, like, I would just buy it.
Sure.
Like, I have properties too. I'm like, this is not me doing him any services. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So like,
yeah.
And he's a trust fund guy, but he works the market. He's actually made good money in the market. He just didn't have to come up with his own capital. You know, he inherited it. So he's sharp, and he knows numbers well, and that's kind of what he does. So he's like, hey, I'd rather sell it. I don't want to be a landlord, and I don't want to deal with the HOA. I'd rather sell it and play with the money in the market. So he might be open to it, but every offer we got was very low money down and this and that. And he's like, okay, well, if the market dips another 10, 15%, this was before the election, so he's like, anything could happen, you know. He's like, I just don't feel comfortable with that. I don't have to sell it, but he's becoming more motivated now that he's been dealing with the HOA. He's getting irritated with them, just because, you know, he just.
And if you get an offer that can have a little bit more of a substantial down payment, then he might feel inclined.
Yeah, he would maybe be open to it.
Yeah.
You know, and once again, his dad is also like a financial guy too, so it's something he would have to get kind of run by his dad. Of course. And he's 35 or whatever, but it's like, it's his money, it's his stuff, so ultimately he'll make the decision.
Yep.
But we just dropped that by 10K, and then he's like, hey, if we don't get more traction in the next 2 weeks, drop it by another 10K. He's like, and offer 5K in concessions and try to move this thing. So that's kind of where we're at. The talk I had with him today. So he's got some more room on it.
What's the address of the South Scottsdale thing?
That one is 6805 East 2nd Street, Unit 17.
Okay, got it. Unit 17, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take a look at that, and I'll send you a text message with, you know, where I think I am on that, and then you can float that to him. Talk to your other clients with regards to my cash offer on that. Can you and I plan to talk tomorrow or the day after? How's your day tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I got a freaking, tomorrow I might be able to do some. I got an engagement party I'm hosting at my house.
Oh, you getting married, dude?
Yeah. And
Congrats.
Thank you, brother. I got engaged at the end of last year.
That's awesome, man.
During Christmas, but I got like 150 people going to my house, and so I got, I just got over the flu, so now I'm like, trying to get caught with work, trying to prep for having a stupid amount of people in my house over the weekend, and I got people coming to stay and all kinds of crap. So I'm a little bit swamped this week.
I get it.
I could probably do tomorrow, but anything after that, I'm going to struggle with.
Sure, I'll try to call you around the same time tomorrow, and then if there's any updates, let me know, and if not, then once the engagement stuff is done, then we can circle back, and you know, more time will have passed too, and your sellers might be even in a different mood by then. But let's plan to talk tomorrow.
All right, brother. All right, man.
Okay, later, buddy. Great call.
We were supposed to send Stephanie the hedge fund buy price on that property on Holmes yesterday. Remember the Holmes house in Mesa?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the hedge fund formula, yes?
It is different now.
That's okay. I can tell her, hey, this is what the hedge fund came back with. I just want to like honor the thing that I said I was going to.
What's the address again? Can you text it to me?
Yes.
And then let me get a number, and then I'll get it to you, okay?
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Smells like onions. Oh. You know, I'm fasting. And so I smell everything. No, even if you stink or if I stink, like the smells are way more profound. I'm like, oh, this is what like you know, like when you become a Wolverine or something, like all of a sudden like your senses are. I'm a Wolverine right now. I'm about to eat tomorrow. I'm about to eat tomorrow.
The 310? I'm fast AF, bro. So, no. I went while he was talking. I comped the property. I figured out what my maximum allowable offer was, and I shot it. I'm because I'm fast at that. I can do that, and I wanted to get that out there. Just considering our situation right now, because I was hoping that we could have a follow up tomorrow and then potentially a deal. Because I would buy that at 310. So.
Does it also help with price anchoring by doing that? Like saying, hey, this is what our price is, and then he's going to compare all the.
No, I didn't. So what I didn't do was anchor on that one. I could have. If I was going to anchor, I would have said 290.
Okay.
But because it's listed, and it was so far off from list, I made a decision at that point that I was just going to give my real number. And then just let them make a decision, right? Without there being a back and forth. If I'm talking to somebody who's hasn't listed yet and they're asking me for my initial number, I'll start a little lower.
Okay. Right.
In a circumstance like this, I figure, hey, let's cut to the chase. This is where I'm committed to buy at.
Okay.
Beyond that, I can't make it work, right? Now again, I give them a 310 today. They're like, no. Something goes on, wife maybe, you know, gets a little sicker, or gets better, whatever it is. And either way, any movement in each direction could create or change the situation for them, right? So,
Motivation for them.
of course, yeah, and you know, let's hope that life gets better for them. And I truly do mean that. So
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
see how that goes. But I'll call him back tomorrow and see. Yeah.
Hey, Judon.
Yes, sir.
Do you want him on that 440 time slot for tomorrow?
Please.
Yeah, what was his name?
Bo Browder.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
I got excited. It was neat. When I called him, it
Yeah.
was one of the neatest calls. Because
So-
it was just so personable.
Yeah.
It was such
Yeah,
an
he's
easy
a
thing to
kind
talk to.
person. You could tell.
Connect with, you stay
Yeah.
with,
Yeah. It's like I want to go get side by side, go out, hit in the desert with him.
Yeah, he was kind and he cared, right? Like you could see that even the way he described the situation of his clients, it was with empathy, right? And you know, of course, we're all just human beings, man. Like, you know, just trying to make a dollar and have a good life. And so I respect it. I respect it when people are like that, you know? It's neat.
So what I'm doing is I'm just going to text Stephanie from yesterday. Remember the lady who had all the senior services and stuff? Once my competitor
comes
who's
back?
collaborating with me, what that number looks, because the whole point was just to get her a reason to continue our relationship, right? Even though we know that this number, and what it helps her do, it helps her close on the other offer that they have so that the sellers can reconcile with what another offer would look like, right? It's like, okay, their offer's not gonna look as good as what we already have, which is full asking, except we have to pay for concessions. That's what she said yesterday. So I wrote, hi Stephanie, just following up with my hedge fund, following up with what my hedge fund came back with. Their offer is,
Oh, I didn't even send this address to them yesterday, so it's gonna take a minute before we're gonna get that.
okay. Oh, did you send that other one I sent you?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And still no number back from them on that.
I'm
so-
gonna tell her, hey, my hedge fund's taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
But I'm on it.
My hedge fund, my hedge fund is taking a little longer than normal. I hope to have a number for you by early tomorrow. Yeah. My goal is to help you with your sellers realize they are probably getting the best deal with the offer on the table. Okay, thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. Okay, I have a 5 o'clock. I got Richard Johnson. I don't know if he'll answer this time. I wonder if he'll be mean, because I called him an hour ago. No, at 3:30 on Margarita. He's all over the place, east and west. Good for him.
From the windows to the walls.
Till the sweat dropped down my...
There you go.
Just kidding. Just joking. Dude, I can go country and I could go hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Life is variety.
Hello, you're Rich with Johnson McCullough.
Yo, Rich, what's happening, buddy?
Sure.
He's just not available. Maybe I'm coming up as spam. I'll say that.
Spam.
Yeah.
That's where I want to buy a Sitka Alaska.
You want to buy in Alaska?
Sitka?
What's that?
Where that proposal, the movie proposal?
Oh, I've never even seen
Oh.
it. Good movie.
CCV. What state?
CCB.
Here? Which one?
Verona.
Oh, okay. Verado? You said Verado?
Hello, you're Rich with
Oh.
Johnson McCullough.
Yeah, I go to the one off of Ray and Kyrene.
Oh, right on.
Hey, Richard, I was just calling you back again. I know we had a 3:30 and a 5 o'clock because my team didn't realize you were the same person. I love that you have listings on both the east and the west side of Arizona. Maybe I'm coming up as spam, I'm not sure. But if you could please call me back, I'd really appreciate it. My name is Ingrid Hernandez, and hopefully we could talk about your Donato Drive and your Santa Margarita house. Thanks. What can you do?
I don't even know the address, but that's Santa Margarita. Is that on the west side?
West side? Yeah.
I drive all over the valley.
Do you? What do you do?
I drive a concrete truck for a living.
Really?
Soon to be real estate.
100%?
I'm trying.
Good for you. That's the language you use. You got to manifest it. Very good.
I
Yeah.
learn what you guys are doing.
You know,
to close the deal.
but with you being a concrete driver, you're really close to a lot of people that we would probably want to house in these homestead homes.
And I've already been thinking about that.
Let's go.
But,
Yeah, so I'm going to send you our Monday form for buyers that they will put you down as the referee, and that's how we'll get you paid. So who else wants this form? Everybody else wants this form? Okay, well, I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp. Okay. So
is this something I fill out and send back to you?
so you can fill it out, or you can have them fill it out, but I would recommend you fill it out on their behalf, right? To make sure it gets completed and make sure that your name gets added to the who referred you.
Okay.
Because it'll ask like who referred you and what your phone number is.
Okay.
Do you guys want it in the chat too? Because apparently we're going nationwide already and I wasn't even ready. But we're going nationwide. Who should I send it if you want to post it on there?
Is everybody having a fun time, by the way?
Yeah?
Ingrid, send it to Sarabi.
Okay,
Savi?
can I tell you guys something kind of cool? I'm sorry, I think I missed a call.
Only if it's kind of cool.
Oh, I got a call in 15 minutes. Sweet. I missed a call that a guy named Edgar. Damn. I've never not gotten a deal from an Edgar.
Edgar.
Okay,
Well,
so
mine didn't answer. You were not that late.
okay, so we have copywriters that work for our company, right? People that write emails and all that kind of stuff. You guys have been emailed by me before, right? Do you think I write those emails?
No.
People way smarter than me write those emails, right? So Catherine, who is one of our copywriters, you saw her sit here. She writes the newsletter, all that kind of stuff. She's like, hey, I'd love to get my husband involved in like doing this. I was like, yeah, bring him in. And he's like, but I have no experience. These people, I'm not joking you. He's been watching and he's seen a couple of you guys on the phone. He says, but I'm not experienced like those people. I was like, bro, literally some of these people came in here on Sunday. They have maybe 6 hours of experience. He's like, that's not possible. That's literally what I was talking about in the hallway right there. You guys and your experience made him afraid to come in this room.
Oh.
He's coming back tomorrow. He's going to jump on our team. So how cool is that?
That's awesome.
You feeling confident? You feeling like you can do this business by just teeing up leads and getting a closer to do this kind of stuff? And honestly, if you did exactly what we're doing, 45 minutes a day, within 2 weeks you have too much business. I think we have too much business right now. Like think about, you already connected Heidi and the last agent I talked to on a call. We've got a deal that we're funding on Thursday already. We'll probably get a Subto deal or two under contract this week on our team for sure. And we will definitely be Ingrid's team, I can tell you that.
We're definitely going to put that Oak property under contract.
Oh, 5% down, huh?
5% down.
That's great. Freaking love that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and it's two properties.
Really?
He'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to text him right now because he didn't send
Is
me
our Ukrainian agent learning anything today?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Our real estate
you're an
investors?
agent?
Yeah, look at her. She's wearing a pinstripe
I thought you were a
shirt.
TC. You had TC vibes. Well, the creative TC. Yeah,
She's on
she
point.
is on point.
Katya, so is this fun watching investors on the other side?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So my mostly background in commercial lending.
Mm.
So I was a banker for like 15 years, probably the TC vibes.
There you go. That makes sense.
Yeah, so real estate always been kind of on the side, in the background, aside from my main job, and then I left banking once my son was born. So now I was like, I don't really want to come back to banking and do 8 to 5. They just can't pay me enough to
Right.
do the 8 to 5, even if they offer a lot. So kind of trying to branch into.
You're trying to figure out how can I be with my
Yeah.
kids, work
Yeah,
from home,
exactly.
and get my hands on some deals.
Exactly. I just declined a pretty good job offer last week because I'm like, it's just not something I want to do.
That's cool. Dang, man. I don't even get job offers. Like, nobody offers me jobs. You ever think about that? Like, why can't I get a job? Why can't I land a job, Kelly? Am I not a respectable human being? Thank you. That's a horrible thing to say to me. And just kidding. What did I miss, dude?
What did you miss? Well, Jamil had a really sweet call with a guy named Bo, who his clients keep going through they're going through rough patches, more than one patch. So Jamil sent him a quick cash deal because ain't nobody who could send a faster cash than Jamil.
Okay.
And I think that's really it. Richard Johnson still hasn't answered my call, so I had to leave him a voicemail. And I have to actually leave. So Brad from my team is going to take the 5:30 call with Olga. But
I don't want to get shown up. I don't like that. Brad, don't be trying to show me up.
Hey. But yeah, daughter's got semifinals, so I have to leave.
Mike Asher says Richard Johnson's been a real dick.
Says I know I said Dick Johnson earlier, and I was like, who double names like that? But yeah, anyway.
Guys, has Ingrid been killing it or what?
We're gonna get that Oak Street under contract. I feel it. It's 2 units.
5% down.
5% down. Mm-hmm.
Wait, duplex?
Yeah. And he's sending me 10 acres with 6 to 9 mobile
A
homes.
duplex for 5% down?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you will buy it. Kelly, you trying to get a duplex?
And what about the 10 acres?
He's got 10 acres with some mobile homes on it. And he's like, hey, do you know anybody who puts mobile homes or takes something like that? I was like, yeah, let's do it. Send it to me. So I'm waiting for that.
Okay, couple of things. Tonight, Subto family night at 6:30. So we end here in 50 minutes. I drive home, kiss my daughters. We go do an hour and a half long Zoom. For the next 30 days straight, I will be doing something really fun. Did you guys see this announcement in the Facebook group? Anybody see this? Darren always sees my announcements. Okay, so I announced that we are going to be doing something called the Golden Ticket event once a month at our office. And the Golden Ticket Awards, we're going to be giving away 60 tickets to hang out in our office every day for the next 30 days.
Vamos.
Hey, love you.
Love you too.
Appreciate you. Brad. Brad freaking comes and lays it down.
Quick to get in that seat,
So everybody on Subto, Gator, Top Tier TC, we have a Zoom tonight. And then what I'll be doing for the next 30 days in a row, 7 to 9 a.m. every single morning for the next 30 days, I will be giving away 60 spots to the Golden Ticket event for 2025 and 2026. So come into the Zoom, 60 spots. How valuable is it being in this room, by the way? It's kind of a big deal just being around the energy and like seeing how this doesn't need to be a stuffy, annoying business. Like you can make inappropriate jokes and do all the things. Are we being inappropriate? Anybody in here that hates us yet? Okay. Somebody's like, I ain't gonna say it, but yes. Okay, I have a call at 5:20 with Skip. Oh, Edgar? Damn. Okay, I'll call him right now. This is great. Thank you. Did he text you?
Yeah. I said, and I think we're running a little bit behind. Are you still available?
All right, so when you're calling somebody late, sometimes I do that. Have I ever done that to you?
Edgar speaking.
Edgar, what's up, brother? It's Pace. How you doing?
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm good, man. What do you got to do to sell this property on sells?
What do I gotta do?
Yeah, how's it going? How's the listing going?
It's not going too good. It's overpriced. The seller wants to. No, I'm waiting on my wife. The seller needs to clear about $100,000
Okay.
on that property. And I told
Are
them
they
it's gonna be a long shot.
are they rolling the 100K into like another project or something?
No, they are. They're moving to Florida.
Oh, damn.
So basically, what he did is we helped him pick up this property. It's a Cuban family.
Okay.
And the gentleman turned like he divided up the house and made like another 2 units.
Hell yeah, bro. That's such a Miami thing to do. That's like they're doing co-living on their house. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like the main house is it's a 3-1, the main house. The other little unit is it's a 1-1, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
Is this separate from the main house?
It's attached to the main house, and then the garage, he turned it into another unit as well.
Oh my gosh, I love this guy so much. Okay, so is he renting out by the room, or did he just like bring in a bunch of family members?
I think one of his, I think his father-in-law's in one of the units, and then his uncle's in another unit.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a Cuban sandwich right there. I love it.
That's what they call the medianoche sandwich.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so he's trying to clear 100K because he's trying to move to Florida. He just wants 100K.
Yeah, pretty much he wants to get the investment that he put into the house out, and I'm like, hey, it doesn't really work that way. You don't.
What if I give him the investment he put into the house over time? Would he let me do a seller carry?
I considered it. I considered explaining that to him, but I don't know if he would be open to it. I think there's a certain dollar amount that he might want. Let me see what the number is. Or you want to meet him?
Hell yeah, I want to meet him.
Yeah.
Can I come see the house? Can I see the Cuban sandwich?
Yeah. When do you want to come in?
Jennifer on my team, she might want. Can you go over there tomorrow, Jennifer? Well, okay, cool. Sometime tomorrow would be great.
Yeah. I mean, do you have Spanish speaking?
Hell yeah, we have Spanish speaking. My partner is Spanish speaking.
No.
And she can explain the seller finance, all that kind of stuff, super easy.
Yeah, like I said, we can explain to him, and you know.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I know I don't need you to pitch this to him. I can pitch it to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll get your commission paid. I'll pay closing costs. We do a seller carry. Make sure that over time he gets his full 100K. That's basically it. And then I take over the Cuban sandwich and I fill it up, and I do because I do co-living already. I love co-living.
Good.
The guy's already doing what I'm doing. I love it. So, and he's already done all the hard work. Like, what I would do tonight is I would tell the guy, hey, I found a buyer that actually loves what you did with the property. He wants to pitch payments over time. What are your thoughts on that? And see if you can get some preemptive questions going, and then let me talk to him tomorrow. I'd love to.
Sounds good. What time are you thinking tomorrow?
Can I shoot you a text with Jennifer on my team and we can figure it out?
Yeah, sounds good. I should be free most of the afternoon.
Okay.
Just let me know what works. I'll let him know. I'll set up the appointment and let him know we're gonna be there.
Okay.
One more thing. I have 2 other short sale listings.
Bro, are you kidding me?
I don't know how that works.
Easy. Okay, so your short sale listings, are they behind on payments or no?
They are.
Okay, how far?
Both of them, they're a few months. They're a few months behind.
Okay, so I can take over the payments.
They already started. They already started their short sale process.
Did they get approved?
One of them did. Actually, both of them already did. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my advice.
Mm-hmm.
A short sell, as you know, is not going to be helpful for their credit. If I cut up their payments and I took over their payments, I could get their house and their credit back in good standing and rebuild their credit for them. And put a little bit of cash in their pocket, which a short sell won't.
Okay, yeah, because I mean at this point they're okay with walking away with nothing.
Okay.
You know?
What about you? What do you need to make on these? Can you take a reduced commission on these?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I'm like one of the agents that gives out like commission left and right.
Hell yeah, dude. You're my guy. You and I are gonna do 100 deals a year together.
Hope so. Yeah, me and my wife were like, how much money did we get about last year? We did the numbers like 30, 40,000.
Probably too much.
Probably too much for a realtor.
Well, do you want?
But I mean, that's what it's all about, right? It's like really helping people. Helping people make their home ownership, goal achievable, or selling their houses. So.
Well, we could help your clients get out of the short sale, get you paid, take over the houses, rebuild their credit on both those situations. Are they relatively newer houses?
Yeah, I think we helped them acquire those properties a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So monthly payments are a little elevated. I think one of the houses is $2,700 a month.
Okay.
And the other one, how much is the other one? It should be around the same, about $2,500 a month.
They're probably in HOAs.
Both of them, yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a look at them. I'm going to text you. Here's what we'll do. Let's start with the Cuban sandwich.
The medianoche.
Hell yeah, dude.
That one doesn't have HOA. That's in the hood.
Hell yeah, I love the hood houses, dude. So we'll start with that one. Get Jennifer over there. I might have Jennifer bring like 2 or 3 of my investors with her, like the people that lend me private money. And then
honestly, he did a really good job with the additions. It's not like he half-assed the project. I mean, it's unpermitted, obviously, but I mean, it's really good work.
Anytime something's unpermitted, bro, it gets me excited. I just know somebody did quality work.
It's like everybody, all the Mexicans are the.
It's all the Hispanics that are doing their work right. It's the white guys you got to be careful about.
It's a piece of mortgage you got to be careful about.
Sometimes. Okay, so let's do this. Jennifer's going to go over to that house tomorrow. We'll take a look at it. Let's try and work out a deal on that guy. And then let's stop these short sales and see if we can get those houses done sub-2, get you some money in your pocket, and save your sellers.
Yeah, sounds good.
Dude, you imagine doing 3 deals in 1 week together?
Dude, that'd be dope.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that
What kind of Beamer are you driving, dude?
I don't like cars. I like trucks.
Are you in a F-150?
I'm on a GMC.
What, dog? Okay, we got to do 3 deals this week. We're going to upgrade you to a F-150.
F-150? What?
Okay, I'm gonna text with Jennifer, and we're gonna get a time to go out there tomorrow, and then let's start looking at those other 2 houses to see if we can buy those sub-2.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm all for it. Let's do it.
You're the freaking man, Edgar. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, bro. Talk soon. Bye.
See ya. Awesome. Okay. When I see myself on camera, I'm just like, what can I do on the call? Okay, anything that we learned on that call?
He's serving his sellers.
Okay, so are we going to get a bad call every once in a while where the agent is just a total butthead?
Yes.
Are we going to get an agent that is so cool that like you can't say the wrong thing to the right person?
Yes.
Right? So like a lot of times it's not even about how good I am on the phone. It's just the fact that some people are just freaking cool.
Yeah.
And if you just know that out of 9, 10 calls that you make a day, 8 of them are going to be freaking awesome. 2 of them are going to be people that are like, her name was ironically Joyce.
But her last name was Lynch.
Okay, I've got another call.
Did I call? Not Monica yet. No.
Okay, tomorrow we need 15-minute calls. Like we just need a little bit more time.
Can I hit her now?
Let's see what we can adjust.
What do you guys think? Do you guys like more calls or
More calls.
you like more calls?
15 minutes.
15.
I think 15 minutes is
Yes or no? Well, Andrew McGuire, we should have Andrew up here, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my lead. So Jennifer, I know she's an agent, so I went to her. So I can rely on her. None of you knuckleheads are agents, are you? Oh, you are? Here local?
Why would we be agents?
That's a good... here local?
He also owns a car dealership, just like
All right, can I buy it on seller finance? No money down? I've got another call to make.
I do too.
Okay, see what happens? We got too many calls.
At 5:10.
You can't even take a pee break, bro.
No.
You know?
okay.
Okay, so we need to get somebody on my team with you, Jennifer, to make sure that we're communicating with Edgar to like, hey, let's see the house. Let's get the other 2 houses as well, team. The other 2 houses, let's take a look at them. And tomorrow when we start at like 2:30, we'll break those houses down and see if those are good sub-2 deals. It sounds like we could get 2 sub, you guys want to get 2 sub-2 deals under contract tomorrow?
Yes.
Sweet. I mean, that's, well,
thought about Massey Porter, because I was like, maybe he's does
they've already been approved for a short sale, which means they already have somebody negotiating. So Matthew Potter would not be a good fit, but that's a great thought process. But we could get 2 sub-2 deals under contract tomorrow. You know what I would do on these 2 deals, because they've already been approved for short sale? What I would do is I would contract them with a refundable earnest money, and I would give us like a 20-day option to try and sell them to an end buyer.
Do you have an approved price from bank yet?
He says yeah.
Okay, then you're great. Yeah.
So, okay, let me make another call.
You call and skip.
I'm 4 minutes late on this call.
I'm going to text her.
What is the real name for a guy named Skip?
I had a friend who's actually named Skip.
No way, really?
Yeah, co-parents.
Skip him?
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay, because we're running behind, I'm gonna text Skip and just say,
Super cool, he's so late, he kept trying to throw more deals at me. I'm like, hold on a second. Hang on, let's just get you on call first.
okay, just very quick. I have to hammer home on this multiple times. Jamil, you're gonna be next on this call. Is it very obvious how quickly you can be overwhelmed with deal flow?
Mm-hmm.
What day are we on, by the way?
2.
Are we even through day 2?
No.
Do you see how fast we can get houses under contract? Now tomorrow we'll get 2 sub-2 deals under contract. And I'll show you guys what we'll do, even though we don't want to commit to these 2 houses because we don't know if they're good deals or not. That's an interesting thing. Like what most people that are brand new will do is they'll go, well, I want to underwrite, comp, do all this stuff, verify before I take action. No, you take action and you set it up in a way that you don't need to worry about those kind of things. So we'll do that tomorrow. I'll show you guys how to do that. It'll be a lot of fun. But here you are. We've already got a deal. We've already got somebody sending us cash deals already. Like she's texting us address. The lady we talked about too early, she's already texting addresses. I bet you out of the houses she'll do this week, I bet you we buy a fix and flip with her.
So that's Natalie Warden.
Yeah, do you know her?
She's amazing.
Okay, cool.
You will absolutely do deals with her.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we do a deal this week as a fix and flip, okay? You know, it'd be fun. Who's in Arizona? Okay. Here's
You
what.
should have all put your hands up, by the way, because you're currently in Arizona.
Okay, here's what I'll do. All right, hey, my team, are we okay giving a gift to the rest of the team? To everybody else in here? If we buy a flip this week from Natalie, I will put everybody as a partnership on that flip. I'll fund it. We'll run the construction. You guys will all be partners on that fix and flip. You guys cool with that? Wow. Okay. And we'll have a lot of fun with that because if you're in Arizona, you can stop by the property and come see how our crews work and what decisions we make and all that kind of stuff. So one thing we haven't done in the challenge so far is buy a cash fix and flip in the challenge. We've done tons of sub-2 deals, tons of lending deals, couple of seller finance deals, couple of like weirdo gator deals where I've bought people's houses and sold it back to them. Like we've done some really unique deals that have made a lot of money, but one thing we haven't done yet is a cash fix and flip. So
I just floated a 310 to a 450 ARV because the guy was like, listen, they own it outright. Wife's got cancer.
Wow.
So he just bought her a new house around the corner because she wanted a better view. So they're rich. They're from Montana. They own everything outright, and he will not do owner financing because before I even got.
He's like, don't even ask me.
He said, yeah, I've been given. He said like dozens and dozens of creative and seller financing offers. The guy's just a stubborn old man who just wants it done how he wants it. And so I floated 310 to him. I have a call back with him tomorrow, but if that could be a good one, and if we could pick it up at 310, it's a 450 ARV and it's in great shape. So I think that's like maybe a $20,000 or $30,000 remodel, and then we could flip that too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you telling me we're building like a full-on business in just 2
I mean,
days?
let's do it. I gave him a non-refund. I said I'm a buyer on this deal, close in 7 days at 310.
Okay, here's the other thing I want to point out. How quickly did we forget about Joyce?
Immediately.
On the next call.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like the best thing to do when you have something like that happen, pick up the phone again.
Yeah.
The next person is going to be an Edgar that's like so chill and you know what I'm saying? Like this business is so fun. And you get to eat cookies and Diet Coke while you do it. Okay. You got to call your
I got a
wife, though?
call. Yeah, I got a call. She's ready for me too.
Brad, what time's your call?
5:30.
Just text her 5:30 and say, hey, I'm going to be calling you real soon.
Will do.
Look at the balls on Brad. What's that movie?
Is that Sandlot? No.
This is Monica.
Hey, Monica, how are you? Jamil here. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me? Sorry, I think I might have cut out. I was calling about the Desert Forest house.
Correct.
How's it going today?
It's going. I'm just winding down. I just got home.
Nice. Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know how that feels. But I totally understand what's happening right now in Sun City. I just so you're aware, I buy houses for a rental portfolio, and so I'm seeing if this could potentially work for me. Okay. I'm looking at the price point on it. It feels high for for what it is, but I'm wondering if your sellers may be open to stepping outside the box here and getting creative on the house. And so,
No
curious.
creative financing.
Okay.
They cannot do any carrybacks. They cannot, they cannot seller finance. I told the guy this morning.
Sure.
It has to be a straight loan, cash. That's it.
Okay. So with that said, are they open, or do they realize it's going to sell pretty far from where they're listed at right now?
And what are you thinking?
Well, I don't want to just be disrespectful to you and them and give you a number off the cuff, right? I want to really look into it and check my numbers on it. But
Please.
very quickly, by looking at it, I know that I'd be far from 279. And so, but whatever number I do give you, I'm 100% committed at, and I can close in like 7 to 10 days if that's what they're looking for. So I can sharpen the pencil, spend some time on it, and really give you my best number. But I wanted to be, a human being and just let you know what was coming before I do that.
Okay.
So you're saying they're open to that?
They might be.
Okay,
I can't
okay.
speak for them, but I just know no creative financing. They've already been told that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I will sharpen my pencil. I'll do some math. And can we plan to talk to each other at the same time tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay. And how long before you get home do you pour a glass of wine? Because I want to get you when you're in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood. I'm just tired right now.
I
I've been
know.
up since 2:30.
I'm just playing with you. I know how it is, and I want to respect your day. So okay, I'll call you tomorrow about the same time. And I appreciate you taking the time to chat today.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Monica. Have a great one.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Cash only, but
Hold
she's
on.
open.
Here's the thing about this is that some of these calls that Jamil makes, even though it doesn't get closed, that is a phenomenal call. The way you handle everything. Guys, these are like, you're going to run into these situations. Write those rebuttals down. Write down those things that he says. Oh my gosh. You've always been my mentor. I love you.
I love you, Paige.
So good, dude.
I love you.
This really sucks hanging out with your friend and doing real estate deals.
It's so great. I was texting him last night, just thanking him for bringing me in the room so that I could do this, because I have more fun with you doing this than I've had all year. Like straight up. And I have the opportunity to make money with my friend. I have opportunity to make money with you guys, and we're all learning in here, and I get to be around people who make me better. Right? So truly is there anything better in life? I don't think there is, dude.
No.
I maybe if I was on a vacation, but I'd be bored on a vacation.
I do deals on vacations, bro.
You know, like this lights me up.
It's like I'm gonna go to Disneyland in a couple weeks, and we do the VIP package. You know, and it's
The
like
best.
10 grand.
The only way you should ever go to Disneyland, but make enough money so you can take your kids to Disneyland and do the VIP package, because any other way is not okay.
So you're in line. Wait, no, you're not in line.
No, you're not in line.
But you're sitting down to grab lunch and you go, oh, we got a deal. I made 10 grand. This whole thing was paid for. There's
Exactly.
nothing cooler than that. The only thing cooler than that is being in a room with people that have made tremendous mental strides, made appointments. You guys are setting up appointments for us to talk to. How good does that feel? So, do you feel like you can see where you can provide value to even a high level person? If I was brand new and I knew that that's all I needed to do was set appointments for somebody and go, hey, let me tee you up, let me tee you up, let me tee you up, and I can participate in the deal. Oh my gosh. So now the question of how do I get started? Where do I start? That question, the answer is right here. Okay. Okay, by the way, I found out, Brad. Look at the big brains on Brad. Where's that line come from?
Where's that from?
Pulp Fiction.
So it wasn't balls, it was brains?
It was, look at the big brains on Brad.
There it is. Let's give Olga a call.
Dude,
Olga?
I bet 1,000 on Olga's.
That's your lady?
Come
Okay.
with it, Olga.
If she
Yeah. I love you. We have so many Ukrainians in our community. I bet 1,000 with Olga's.
Okay. Thank you.
Olga speaking.
Olga, this is Brad. How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing so well now that I get to talk to someone with such an amazing name. My goodness. I never get to talk to anyone with the name Olga. That is beautiful. What's the origin?
It's gonna be your day, huh?
It's going to be my day already. It's looking up. I'm sad it's almost over.
I know.
So what's going on? How's your day been, Olga?
Good, good. Thank you for asking. How was
Good.
yours?
Oh, very good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I'm calling about the property on 111th. What do we got going on that property?
Right. And I think I talked to your associate.
You
or
did. You
someone
did. You talked to my team member Jack. He's a good guy. I'm sure he talked your ear off, but he wanted you to get in front of me, the investor, to see if we could get a deal done.
Right. So, I told them that we had multiple offers from investors with the seller financing options, and they will not accept that. And also, the cash offers that we've received were around the $299 mark, and they were also not receiving that. So, they're not flexible with the price.
How long have they owned the property?
Since 2019.
Okay. Is there anything owed on it?
Nope.
Okay, so it's free and clear. So how motivated are they to get on to their next destination? Are they sticking in town, going out of state, or why are they selling?
They're sticking in town, so there's no per se urgency.
Okay. How long's it been listed, Olga?
So with me, I want to say since last March, something around that.
So
And
March.
it was even before that. They're not flexible on the terms.
Okay. You've had those conversations with them, and they're just not willing to budge. Those are always hard conversations, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I just talked to him last weekend, and he said that they may end up renting it as Airbnb
Gotcha.
if they cannot get what they want.
So they're not open to any creative financing offer. They're not open to. They are open to a cash offer, but right now they need it to be more than $299, is what you're telling me.
Oh no, so they rejected $299.
Yeah. So if I came in at $299 and $1, we've got it closed all day long.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. Yeah, they may be like $10,000 room, but so the highest we've received was $299, and they rejected.
Okay. So what type?
That's I guess what I'm trying to say.
No, I totally get it. And obviously, I want to do a deal with you, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. And you're being very, very kind and speaking with me and giving me all this information. So what do you think is the next step? If I was to put something in writing, do you think it's something that they would seriously consider it based on the days on market?
Yeah, and you think about seller financing?
Yes, ma'am.
No, so they gave me the terms. If you want to do seller financing, they want 150,000 cash. They want asking price and current market value. And I think he said 3-year balloon. So that's the only terms that they would consider.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that will work for me, but I can definitely crunch some numbers. So they're not open to any owner carry other than something like that, is what you're
The
saying.
terms, yeah, I've had multiple conversations with them.
Okay.
So that's the only one that they would consider is an amortization on, 30 years.
Will they take a little bit less cash, you think, or significantly less cash to
Not
have
with
better
the seller
terms?
financing.
Okay. So let's
They're hard to please.
they're hard to please.
Yeah, they know what they want. And
Okay. Sounds like my cousins and aunts and uncles. They're hard to please. They're always looking for something, but they're hard to please. So let me ask you a question, Olga. What do you think we could do deal-wise? What else are you doing? What other opportunities do you have? What are you doing in the market?
what I'm doing, selling.
Yes. So
but I don't do a lot of investments, to be honest with you. Like with investors, that's kind of my last resort.
okay. And when you say last resort, so
I just had a bad experience with that.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Well,
That's all right.
hopefully that doesn't preclude you from working with other
I get
future
it.
investors.
You guys need to make money, and I get it.
Yeah,
that works for you.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to find out if there's any opportunity for myself or members of my team to do work with you in the future. And you said you're a listing and you're a buyer's agent. So what other listings do you have? Is there anything else that we could be looking at that might make more sense for me and my team?
Yeah, I have under contract. I just got one on the market a week, so I don't. We're still gonna put it on the market.
Did you say it's currently on market, or it's going? It's going to be okay.
It is, but it's been a week, so.
Okay.
I don't.
And then you said you have another property also that's already. Did you say that's no longer listed?
Yeah,
or?
it's under contract.
Under contract. Okay. Are they accepting backups? Does the offer look pretty solid?
We just finished inspection, so.
Okay. Talk to me about the property. Talk to me about the property that's been on market for a week.
It's in city property. It's beneficiary sale, so it's been on the market for a week.
Okay.
That's I can give you the address, but they're not. We just put it on the market a week ago.
Sure.
We're getting showings and stuff.
What's their situation in terms of the seller? They moving on to somewhere else? What are they doing?
No, so they inherited the house from
Inherited?
parents, deceased.
How long you want me to go?
And it's paid off as well.
You want me to keep going or time?
So yeah.
Okay, they inherited it. So it's sort of a property that they really don't need. They're trying to get rid of, but not fire sell it, right? And it's currently vacant.
Exactly.
Do you think it's something that I could take a look at? Get over there with a member of my team and.
To take a look, do you want the address and take a look online?
Absolutely. What's the address?
It is 10110 West Sombrero, SOM.
Oh, Sombrero? Are you kidding me? Well, my favorite food is Mexican food. There's no way I'm going to forget that address.
It's like the hat.
I think I could find it right now if I left the office, just with Sombrero. I'm going to be there. I would love to go check this property out.
It's a circle.
Oh, it's Sombrero Circle. Well, that makes sense. So when can I meet you there? I'd like to actually meet you there and have you show me the property, because I'd like to do the deal so that you get paid on both sides. I'd like you to be my agent.
You know what? This week will be really hard. Maybe Friday. I know. I'm just really booked with stuff.
I can do Friday. I'd love to meet you out there Friday.
Maybe so. Maybe in the evening, if you guys. But take a look at online first. If that's something that would something that would interest you. But again, this is.
Is it on a lockbox currently?
Yes.
Okay.
Super.
Great. What I'll do is I've got your information. I'll shoot you a text and get that code from you. I'll go over and take a look, and then I'd like to, talk with you more about the property. It sounds like it's something that might work for us and what we're looking to do as an investor. Anything else that you're doing at this point? You have any laundromats for sale? Anything else you got going on?
I have land in Texas.
You have land in Texas. Okay. What kind of land? Is it beautiful land next to a beautiful lake? Is it next to a sewage plant, or what do we got?
It's out in the country, in the Roscoe. Do you know where Roscoe is? It's like 3 hours west from Dallas.
Okay. I've been to Dallas.
It's a commercial.
The big
yeah,
D.
it's kind of out there.
You're not a Cowboys fan, are you, Olga?
Nope.
Okay,
Not
good.
really.
Neither am I. Can't
I don't
stand
like
them.
sports.
I can't stand them. I don't like sports either. So I would love to talk to you. I'd love to talk to you about this land. My word. So what we need to do then is we need to keep talking, because it sounds like you've got a lot of stuff going on. Is it just something that you've held yourself, or are you representing someone on this land?
With land, no, I'm helping someone who's out there.
Okay.
Owns properties.
And what do they have it listed for with you?
It's not listed yet. They
Not
wanna
listed.
sell.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you know why?
The same situation. Family members passed away and they inherited the land, so they're here. They have that land over there.
Okay. And how long have you guys been talking about getting rid of it? Just
About a month
selling
now, a
it?
few
About a
weeks.
month? Okay. What do you think they're looking for? Have you had any discussions with them about
No
that?
idea. No idea, to be honest with you. I was trying to get a commercial agent, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't have one over there.
Okay. What if it was something that we were interested in, so you didn't even have to go that route? We could work with you directly on it. Is it something that we could also talk to you about? That would be great. Well, I've taken up a ton of your time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And I know you probably want to get me off the phone because I'm the weird guy talking about sombreros, but I look forward to meeting with you. I look forward to working deals with you. I'm all about relationships and looking for opportunities to do business. So thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Hey, you as well. Thank you, Olga.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good job. So, a couple of things. One of the most successful people in our community is Darina Alexa, Ukrainian, out of Minnesota. What's that? We love her. The only time I've ever been to Minnesota was to go to her meetup in a backyard. She is freaking awesome. We love her so much. Canyon, let's switch up. You don't like this camera angle? You're trying to switch it up for the whiteboard? Okay, a couple of things that I would do. My wife says, Brad, you need to chill out with that voice. People's wives are watching this, bro. Like,
so good.
By the way,
You got a radio voice.
My
dude.
wife is so freaking hilarious, by the way. Okay, so a couple of things that I thought of immediately. Darina has helped a lot of people that are moving from Ukraine, right? Olga is not American born. How do we know that?
Her accent.
Accent. So we already know she wasn't born here. Attitude, yes. Strong Ukrainian women, right? So Olga has buyers from Ukraine or anywhere from Europe that you could sell her a Subto, a seller finance house. I'm going to call Olga right now, and I'm going to ask her that question. She might say no, but I'm going to call her anyway. The other thing is, you don't have to be the person, you just have to know the person, which means if I'm talking to somebody about land, oh, dope, I have a builder in Texas that would love to look at that land. Tell me more about it. You don't, like what I learned in the very beginning is I felt like when I was brand new, I needed to be the person. It's better that you are not the person literally ever. Okay, so like when I'm calling and I'm talking to agents and I say, hey, I have buyers that are looking for these types of houses, it takes the pressure off of me having to commit. I don't want to be the person committing saying, I'm buying the house. I'd rather say, let me talk to my buyers. Right? Because they're going to do that to you the whole time. Let me talk to my sellers. So don't put yourself in a situation where you have to be the one that's committing to stuff. You don't have to be the person. You just have to know the person. Make sense? So she says, I have another house. Dope. Let me float that by my buyers. See what you say. What they say. I like when you have Jade in the background because she's the champion of the day. The other thing is the land. I would have immediately been like, all right, who wants land in Texas? Right? This guy, right? Okay, let me have Olga's number real fast. Let me have that. I'm going to call her.
Don't worry, Jade. I'm texting my agent.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
You know, pay
Don't.
attention
I got
now.
you.
I have an agent in 3 minutes, too. Are you late for your call?
Don't worry about it.
He is 8
I'm.
minutes late.
She's a 1-800 number, bro?
No.
Oh.
That's
14-year-old watching,
wonderful.
That's not true. They didn't see that.
Adela from earlier.
I tried, man.
Has more property and some 26 acres plus some city lots.
Okay, so our girl, Adela, the Hispanic Adele,
Hispanic Adele.
you just add a little on there, you're Hispanic. She was awesome today. She is in San Antonio. She's the one that wants to do a deal with us. And then she texted you and says, I have more deals for you guys to look at. Okay, do you also, guys, do you see how fast you can start running a business where you're just like, oh my gosh, I got too much stuff going on. Watch. Olga don't know who I am.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Please leave your message for...
Dang it. She's Ukrainian or Russian? Well, I mean, bro, they got some fights going on right now. I don't want to.
I didn't drill that down.
I mean, what's great is like I'm friends with Russians and Ukrainians in our community, and they love each other. It's obviously it's very much like the Canadian American thing, like, you know. You guys are cousins. You guys like yeah. It's just the stupid government BS, you know.
That's why when you asked me which one I am, I said yes.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna text her. You have a call right now, Jamil?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a call right now too.
Yes. No, they're saying.
Okay, so check this out. So I called her 3 times. She didn't answer, so I sent her a text, and then I'm gonna send her a voice memo, just so she knows I'm real.
Yeah.
Hey, Olga, one of my business partners told me that you are Ukrainian, and that this popped up in my head. I have like 15 houses in Phoenix, Arizona, where I could seller finance my houses to people that are migrating from Europe or Ukraine or from Russia. And a lot of the agents I work with that are from Ukraine get clients that move here and think they have to rent. I have about 18 to 20 houses right now where the average interest rate is 4%. Do you have any buyers that I could seller finance? And if you bring those buyers to the table, I could pay you $10,000 for just bringing a buyer to the table. I'll be their bank. I'll get them moved into the house. I'll finance them. I don't care if they have a social security number or not. Do you have those types of buyers? Let me know. Again, my name is Pace. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's what pops in my mind with her is boom. Oh my gosh, she's got buyers. Darina, who's from Ukraine, she's helped like 6 or 7 families migrate from Ukraine to Minnesota, and they were just like, where can we buy a house? She goes, I'll get you a house in Minnesota. So they decide everywhere in America I have the option. I'm moving to Minnesota because Darina has a house for me, Subto, right? So just experience, just something to think about. Whenever you guys are talking to Hispanics, you're talking to Ukrainians, you're talking to anybody from a different country, chances are they have homies that are wanting to move to America, right? Yes, sir. How do we say homie in Ukrainian? You don't know? Okay, friend. Druk.
Drake.
Drake. Okay, great job, Brad. Look at the big brains on Brad. Okay, Jamil, you got a call?
Yeah, let me call this guy.
All right, cool.
It's my enrollment advisor right there.
Hi there, this is Arthur Adams, now with West USA Realty. Please leave me a message.
Is it realty or realty?
Realty.
Why do they not teach you that first day in real estate school?
I don't know. He's a realtor.
I'm a realtor.
He's a realtor, and
I've been at Coldwell Banker for 18 years.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this guy goes to sleep wearing his realtor pin.
Yes. And he only works on referrals.
Only. Only listings too.
I don't work with buyers.
Hi there, this is Arthur Adams, now with West USA Realty. Please leave me a message or feel free to text me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day. Thank you.
Hey Arthur, this is Jamil. I'm looking for a realtor to help me with my realty needs. If you want to give me a call back, my number is 310-993-9461. Thanks.
You might as well have fun, you know? You might as well have fun. I want to point something out while we have a couple minutes here. Look up on my, so that you look at the YouTube comments, right? You see my wife there, and then you see Goliath Homes, right? Mm-hmm. So the Goliath Home says, these dipshits laugh at anything. I want to point something out to you guys. The more cool shit you do, the more you attract loser ass people. Okay? It just is, you become a magnet. When you do cool things, people just come out of the woodwork that hate their life so much. Imagine being in a position where you have these magical fingers and you take those fingers and you type stupid shit. And instead of participating in this funness that we're all having, you isolate yourself to let everybody know how big of a jackass you are. Hurt people. And so what you got to do is you got to recognize all of that kind of stuff. And you're like, okay, that's just going to happen. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like, I don't want to go on social media because somebody's going to think something of me. But I've met, so I'll tell you what I do with these people. I'll usually, when they make comments on my YouTube channel, I will do one-on-ones with them. I'll email them, look at my YouTube comments. I will email and I'll go, hey, this is Pace. Here's my email. Email me, let's do a one-on-one. Last one I did was 2 weeks ago. It was 2 hours long and the guy cried to me the whole entire time. He's just like, I hang out with horrible people. This happened. He's like, you're right, dude. Like, I just am in such a bad situation and I don't know who else to blame but everybody else. Took him 2 hours to get to that point, but he got there. And so just understand, you will run into that the rest of your freaking life. Expect it. It's not okay when it happens. It's an expectation that if it's not happening, it means you're not doing enough cool things. So Goliath Homes, my friend, thank you so much for letting us know how cool we are today, that you had to come out of the woodwork. We appreciate you. Thank you. By the way, he's really upset when you tease real estate agents. What are the chances he's a real estate agent? And he says the word realtor.
Realtor.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. By the way, anybody got value today out of the YouTube? Anybody on YouTube get value today?
What up, YouTube?
Give us a yes. Okay. How many people in here are like, Goliath Homes, bro? When was the last time you did anything to help anybody? You know what I'm saying? It's always by the way, nobody talks crap upwards. They always talk down, nobody talks crap downwards. They always talk upwards. So it's interesting, whoever he is, it's probably my mom. What do you guys think? Is it my mom? Is she testing me? My mom's testing me to know if I learned something when I was growing up, like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is my mom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Mom. I was just joking.
Oh, he says, decade in the game. I've had a decade in the game, and I only do business by referral.
And I don't work with buyers. I only work with sellers.
He does have 75 followers on Instagram.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Decade in the business. And you know, it is interesting. Please smack me in the face if you ever hear me use my name. You guys see I try and dodge using my name on the phone. I don't try and do any of that kind of stuff. I actually prefer people not know who I am, just so you guys can see anybody can do this business. Goliath Homes, I'm gonna extend an invitation. DM me privately on Instagram. You and I can go spend a whole day together. I'll give you a full ride along. I'll show you how the business works. I'll show you how to pronounce real estate, realtor. But all jokes aside, I will actually give you a full day. Let's spend time together. I don't know where the hate comes from and the anger comes from, but I can't fight fire with fire. I'd rather give you a little bit of love, give you a hug. And send me a DM on Instagram. Okay, was today fun, guys? Cool.
Can we do this again tomorrow?
We get to do this again tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, who does?
You're late.
You do.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Jason, you.
Oh, all right, cool. What if it's Goliath Homes that I'm calling right now? I have to be out the door in 1 minute, just FYI. I have to be at my desk in Mesa for Subto Family Night. Yes. And I want to kiss on my girls and my wife before I sit down at the desk.
Hi, this is Shauna.
Shauna, how's it going? This is Pace.
Good, how are you?
So my team put on my notes today to call you that your name was Jason.
That's weird.
Like, how far off were they?
Pretty far.
It would be funny if you didn't even know a Jason. Do you even know a Jason?
No, I don't even know Jason.
Okay, are you on Wild Creek Court on the listing?
On what?
I
have the wrong listing.
No, hold on. This is the right number, 480-795-01. I got the right number.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not even a listing agent, are you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, now we're in the ball game. So I'm a real estate investor in Arizona. My team sets appointments for me. They're all brand new people, so if somebody made a mistake. Do you have any listings I could buy?
No, yeah, actually, I was talking to him earlier this morning. I was driving, and that's when he said that you would give me a call back at 5:50 today.
Okay, cool. So we do have the right number. He just gave me the wrong information. No problem.
Yeah. So my listing that we were discussing is on Camelback Mountain on McDonald. Did you get that address?
My gosh. That must be a nice house.
It's in a great location. It has phenomenal views. It's a ranch style. Yeah. You know, older. That's my partner is here too.
You think it's a tear down and rebuild? For that area, a lot of people are buying that stuff and just tearing down and building monster houses. Do you think that's the exit? Hello? Gosh dang it, my freaking phone! I do have it. Hold on. I'm on like Wi-Fi call. Let me.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. I'm on Wi-Fi call, and so the Wi-Fi goes out.
I'm sorry.
By the way, if you guys ever see me late to Subto Family Night, it's because of stuff like this. Yeah. It's not because I'm intentionally late. It's because I actually want to try and get a deal
Why don't we
done.
just reset her for tomorrow?
No.
You're 2 minutes late.
Her play is all money. It's all about getting, they do high-end flips and she's looking for money.
Oh, nice.
We want to be friends with her.
Right, that's why.
Hi, this is Shauna. Sorry about that.
That's
I don't
not.
know what happened.
I know what happened. My freaking phone was on Wi-Fi calling, and our Wi-Fi went out. It's my bad. Okay, so do you guys think the exit on that deal is just tearing it down and building a new build there?
Well, either that. I mean, it's a very nice house. It's very nicely kept and it's well built. It could be, you could take that footprint, save yourself a little time in the permits and build on it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Take off the roof, raise it, add more house out the front. I mean, it certainly has potential for something bigger. I mean, we just got under contract for something just up the street for 10.8 million.
Are you guys flipping too and building?
No.
No.
So the house that we just got an offer on today for 10.8 million. It was the original house on this property was very similar to the house on McDonald that we have listed, and they bought that completely remodeled and added on to the front of it, which is exactly what we're saying could be done.
Touch me. Maybe I'll get electric shock. Hey, can you hear me? My freaking phone keeps cutting out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So sorry. I told my buddy, I'm like, touch me. Let's get like an antenna going so my stupid phone works.
Did you hear what we said?
I started hearing you about the $10.8 million deal.
Okay, we were saying that that's the same thing. We built a house. The guy bought the land, then he used the original house, sort of a full remodel, then matched the style for an addition.
Got it.
And this is a possibility for this house.
Are you guys only working PV?
No.
Are you finding land in PV?
Finding land hard to come by, do you see?
And if we do, it's very expensive.
Okay, so I've got a really good friend of mine. His name is Bob Norton. Builds a lot of houses up in PV. He's looking for land. Can I please, if you guys run into land, can we put that as something that we can do business on in the future?
Sure.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't doing any projects of your own? You're not building, you're not flipping, you're not developing?
No.
Got it. So you're primarily listing some pretty badass houses is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Okay, so my team kind of screwed up on the information. Do you mind if I go back to the table, look at this particular house, and see what we can do on this house? I bet you I'm not a buyer on this house. I can tell you right now.
Oh, okay.
Primarily, and I'll tell you why. I'm an investor. If I did have interest in this, it would probably be bringing another buyer to the table. It does higher end projects. I limit all my reno to like 200 grand. And my friend Bob Norton will do like $5 million, $10 million builds in PV, so he might be a better fit for this than me.
Right.
So what I might do is I might bring Bob in on the deal and just text you guys together and just step out of the deal, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be great.
What else do you guys have? Because you never know. You guys might have something I can make money on. You guys have anything else?
Flippable.
Dang it.
Well, we have one listing up north Scottsdale, but it's a great house, a great floor plan. It just needs like a little bit of.
It needs some love. We're at the right price. It's in Las Piedras, so yeah,
Okay.
just south of the boulders, behind
Safeway.
Oh yeah.
Target, yeah.
Great area.
Behind Target there.
But it's not good for a fix and flipper like me. Probably not, right?
3.5.
And once there's some.
1.8.
Yeah, if it's nicely done.
It's fixed. It doesn't have a pool.
Okay.
Well, take a look at. We can send it to you, or just look at our listings.
Yes, please. Can you text me the one on McDonald, please?
I can text you both of them to this
Please.
number.
Yes, please. And my name is Pace. Okay. What's your partner's name that is from London or wherever?
Mark.
Mark. I have to say something to you because it is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday.
Bro, I love it. Hey guys, I don't know that I can find a buyer for you. Hopefully I can. If not, keep me in mind for any land that you guys run into. And Bob is okay. I should just introduce you guys to Bob. You guys will make a bunch of money with him.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Okay, so here's what I would do. Like, when you have a really solid buyer, okay, you have a really solid buyer like a Bob Norton. I know Bob is building in PV. So what I would do, and same thing with Jamil. If I'm busy and I got a lot of deal flow, do we have a lot of deal flow? Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to waste my time on this lead. So what I would do is I would text Bob Norton and these people together and I go, hey Bob, next deal you guys find together, cut me a check for 10 grand. I'm out, let me know. But Bob and I have been friends for years. So do I think Bob's gonna take care of me? Yeah, okay, so that's how I would handle that particular lead. Also, you thought that they needed money, Jared?
So when I talked to her,
Yeah.
she said they do high-end fixes, because it came to like, well, is there anything else?
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't a thing for you.
Yeah.
I said, is there anything else that we can work on? You know, you're doing fix and flips, you know, and she's like, oh, we always need money. I'm like, all right, well, if they always need money and they're playing the $10 million game, you know, whatever their situation is.
Yeah,
But I said,
it's Tuesday, isn't it?
I put the wrong phone number for her.
We figured it out. You could give me the wrong name, the wrong phone number every time. I'll still figure it out.
Because I really was trying to set you up on one, and it didn't work out.
It worked out.
Yeah, it did work out.
It worked out. Even when you give me a bad name and a bad address, did we not figure it out?
No, it's right. As long as she's an agent, she's selling something.
When you're a gamer, same thing with you. You did commercial lending for a long time. You had leads that were bad information. You still made money on them, right? Not every time, but you can, right?
It's very conservative and they're very narrow-minded.
Yeah.
But you figure it out.
You figured out. Good job today, everybody. Really good job. Okay. I'll be on Subto Family Night. Let's send an email that I'll be starting at 6:45. I want to kiss my wife and my kids before I start. So.
Thank you again, sir.
Yes, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, babe. See the man.